Yeah. What's good, yo? Welcome to another episode of Real Talk, where, as always, if shit's real, we talk about it. Yo, I'm your host for tonight, Pat Scorpio, New England representing. And as always, I got my man with me. I'm gonna let him introduce himself.
Hey, yo, let me stop that. He goes first. He not here. So you know what it is. It's your boy King P, Bodega Box in the building. Ring Game Radio all day. Let's go. We got a fun, exciting night of boxing. Go had a lot of shit to talk about. So I'm ready. We here. Let's get it.
Yes, sir, King P. Yo, anyone banned from the bodega this week, bro?
No, the bodega is still under construction, but if I find somebody that really pissed me off and that shouldn't be in the bodega, I'll let you know. But for now, I'm chilling.
That's what it is, you know what I'm saying? But yo, I got my other man with me. I'm gonna let him introduce himself.
Which flies Conscious Pilot, the West Coast Avenger, preparing for liftoff. Let's fly. Ring Game Radio. Let's go. Let's get it.
Yes, sir. Conscious Pilot stays elevated above the clouds, you dig? And last but certainly not least, we got a guest tonight. Yo, I'm gonna let him introduce himself.
Hey, I'm glad to be on. This is big for me. This is Ezra's from Brunch Box. I gotta tell you, this is the big leagues. I've seen a lot of times where other people will get on, and I thought they deserved it, but I was just like, okay, I feel like I'm getting skipped over a little bit. I've been waiting for this a long time, but you know what I did? I put my head down. I didn't give up. I worked on my craft. When I looked at night and it said your screen time has increased, you're now 16 hours of screen time, I knew that was just me putting the work in necessary. So finally, they got this invite. Let me tell you something, I may not leave. I got to be honest with you. I love Brunch Boxing. We're on Saturday, 8 o'clock Pacific Standard Time, 11 o'clock Eastern, but it might not leave. I might be joining Ring Gang Radio. I don't know. It might be the Dom Mysterio thing where I just come around and, grow my hair out and just really go for it. I'm not sure, but I appreciate you guys having me on. I'm excited to talk some fights.
Oh yeah, man! Salute to you, Ezra, for coming on. Yeah. Like I said, because I know, like I said, because I know Twitch, we're trying to have more people on there, and obviously Brunch Boxing, it's like one of the hottest platforms out there for boxing content right there. So it's an honor for us to have you on our show, man. So definitely welcome, man. But yeah, man, we got this boxing. But also before this, I gotta say a little blurb first, and then also we'll go more in our detail next, later on this week for the Super Bowl preview. How about the Eagles, baby?
I knew you was gonna start off like this. Yeah,
of course. You know what I'm saying? Because, like I said, obviously, if you know how Philadelphia Eagles are my squad or whatever, and we have our football shows and whatnot, and I constantly tell people that Eagles are number one, and usually I don't take no bullshit when they said, shouldn't they lose to? I was like, nah, don't give me that bullshit. Eagles are number one. So yeah, shout out to my squad for ending, and Pete called it too. Called the Commanders weren't ready for no damn playoff football. Like they got past the 1 and the 3 seed, but the 2 seed got them. You know what I'm saying? So Eagles Chiefs in the rematch, but fuck with us later on this week when we do a Super Bowl preview show. You'll hear some more choice comments stuff. I had to go mention the Eagles, man, because it was. The Eagles are number one, and it was the best game of the whole fucking weekend.
I'll say this, Pat. The good thing about the Eagles being in the Super Bowl, and we'll go into it later on because we'll talk boxing tonight, but the great thing about the Eagles being in the Super Bowl is that night, if I drink enough and squint enough, it'll kind of look like the Jets on the TV screen.
Oh my God! Yeah, like I said, hey man, if I drink enough, man, I might pass out. I mean, I ain't gonna be so squinted. But yeah, I had to mention that though because some of our listeners are Eagles haters, and one of them's not on there yet. But when I see him pop up, he's gonna hear it. But yeah, shout out to playoff football, Eagles Chiefs 2 in 2 weeks, and yeah, Thursday when we do our Super Bowl preview show, yeah, definitely tune in to listen to us talk about that football. But tonight it's about that boxing, baby. So yeah, we're just waiting for Brother Shuttleworth. So we're gonna get into some recaps too, because I know he really wanted to talk about PBC. But so we had some boxing this past weekend, starting on Friday morning. At the butt crack of dawn. You know what I'm saying? We had Naoya Monster Inoue, making another defense of his undisputed title at super bantamweight against Yi Jun Kim, the replacement for Sam Goodman, who for some reason has paper for eyelids and could not stop himself from hard sparring and everything like that. So he had to be thrown out of the fight basically, and he's getting plastic surgery. So we got a Korean contender, little known Korean contender, who, based off what I watched before and some stuff on YouTube, and he was he was average, although he could punch. So I was hoping that okay, maybe he might be one of those diamond in the rough fighters. It's like, oh, okay, maybe he might make shit hot, like maybe like a Tapales, although Tapales has already proven himself to be a fighter of some quality. That wasn't the case with Kim. Like, yeah, Kim. Like, I mean, I think the word you want to say to describe him is I think he was too tough for his own good. Like, he thought he could actually take some of Monster's shots, and they were accurate shots, and thinking that they wouldn't affect him. And I'm thinking, okay, this is bravado. And then in the fourth round, turned his lights out with a mean right hand. And that's the thing too with Monster, who's 122 pounds though. His punches have some weight behind it, like they're audibles, like hard audible shots. And dude just crumpled into the ropes. Now, if it was any other fighter like that, I would have been probably disgusted. But like I said, it's Monster, and he does fight more than 3 times. He fights 3 times a year, so it's forgivable.
Shout out to Marquise. He had the comments. He said that Inoue jobber went Don Flamenco. Never go flamenco.
It's true.
Salute Android as well. This feels like Saturday morning meets Sunday night or something like that, or Monday night. Again, Brunch Boxing Ring Gang Radio collabo, Android.
But yeah, no, I think June Kim's moments where he landed a couple stiff jabs to Monster's face, and that was just that. But all I did was just pretty much make him mad, and it was just delaying the inevitable. So, but like I said, I mean, if it was any other fighter, I would have probably been more disgusted. But I'm like, hey, I mean, Monster's going to fight at least 2 more times this year, so it is what it is. Ezra, what did you think about Monster's fight and performance?
I mean, listen, I give Jun Kim some credit because he won 1 round past what I thought he'd do, right? I thought he could have stopped in the first 3. He won 4. Congratulations to him, I guess. I got to say, there's a little bit of criticism to me of Inoue because I don't know what he's still doing at 122. I don't know what you're doing waiting for Sam Goodman. Sam Goodman is no one to force anyone to wait for. Sam Goodman, remember, it wasn't just the cuts that delayed this. When the fight was talked about and said, let's make this happen, Goodman said, you're going to wait for me. And I'm not ready for this fight. And Inoue did that. Inoue's the A side. Inoue just said, hey, you missed your chance. You ain't never getting it again. And I'm going to go to 126. But we're staying at 122. And I think that this year, although he's going to fight a few times, it's not going to be too interesting to me. I mean, Picasso, Goodman, and MJ, to me, that's okay. But I think it's already been done here in this weight class. I think he's already solved it. At 126 is a lot more interesting. And I know it's a late replacement. But they want, well, to me, the safest choice as a late replacement. I mean, the absolute safest choice. I know you say you saw some of his training. When I saw the training tapes, I couldn't tell which one was the fighter. Honestly, he was training with kids in the background, and I was like, well, which one is he? Is he going to pop up in this video? I didn't realize I was looking right at him. This guy, to me, was he did not belong in the ring with Inoue. Like I said, I get it's a late replacement, but just it was the safest choice. I think 122 is now becoming a safe choice for Inoue, and I think that we need to move on to 126. I feel like we're wasting parts of his career now at this point.
And truthfully, no, I think he's priced. I mean, the wild card at 122 is Nakatani moving up, and that's why I think that's because that would be a 122 fight, and I have a feeling that maybe that might be the case because I agree with you. Yeah, Sam. Although I think Sam Goodman is a good fighter, but he's clearly been on some. I want to fight, but not really.
He's been pussyfooting. Let's be real. He's been pussyfooting.
Yeah, and that's just making me say like, come on, like next or whatever. Like, I think he's probably more waiting until when Monster wants to give up those belts, and then he wants to win it on some vacant title shit.
Yeah, he don't want to get his biggest payday though. I don't get it. I mean, he must have no confidence in himself at all.
No,
he don't want his biggest payday.
Yeah. It's hard work because he doesn't have that. He doesn't have the type of power to bother him. He's not necessarily. I mean, he's a decent boxer, but he's not monster level boxer. Like, and I think he probably cherishes his 0 a little bit too much.
Yeah, he probably wants to keep his 0. He doesn't want to.
Yeah, so I mean, it's really a shame too, because I mean, especially since Goodman actually put in the type of work to get himself to a title shot. But at this point, I'm over it. And then Picasso again, a decent fighter. And at least with Monster, like at least there's clarity on where his next fights are going to be. I mean, they said after the fight he's gonna fight in Vegas. He's gonna fight in Saudi Arabia because he signed the contract with His Excellency. So most likely Picasso is next in Vegas. You know, and I actually like that. I like that transparency. But yeah, I mean, Picasso doesn't make me say, "Ooh, like this is the fight." It's just more or less Picasso's a mandatory that Monster's trying to satisfy. And the biggest appeal of Monster has always been fighting the opponents that have like a rep behind them, like they've never been stopped before, like they're like, I wouldn't say they're world based, but they're like known people in their divisions that are hard to beat. You know, like something like a Fulton or something like that, or
Yeah, I mean, Picasso's not really a worthy challenger, to be honest. I mean, they'll hype it up, but Picasso hasn't done anything. I know he's a mandatory, but he hasn't.
Yeah, he's a mandatory, and Monster just wants to, and I get it, but it's like, you know, basically, because Monster is one thing you know. Monster's clearly a pound for pound fighter. He's one of the top 3 fighters in the world, depending on where you want to rank him. That's your own personal preference.
Did you hear Eddie Hearn say he should be taken off the list for because MJ?
Yeah, because you know Eddie obviously wants Akhmadaliev, and Akhmadaliev is a good fighter though, but he fucked up his ticket by losing to Tapales, and you know decided he wanted to fight like 2 fights in 2 years. You know he fucked up his whole game. So I don't have any sympathy if Monster's like, you know what, I don't need this dude. Fuck him. Like, you know, let's, you know, but it's there. But yeah, Ezra, I completely agree with you. Like 122, like this year should probably be Monster's last year at 122, and he should move on to 126, where we all know there's a shitload of competition waiting for him.
Yeah, 122 is good fighters, you know what I mean? But Inoue's elite, you know what I mean? And he already beat the group of good fighters at the weight class. He proved his point. These guys are good. They got nothing to offer him. That's just honest truth. And the guys are not judged the same. And Inoue is elite, so he's going to be judged differently. He needs to go up to 126 and find the challenges there.
Yeah. And before we go on, my man Shuttleworth hopped on, man. What's good, bro?
Hey, what up, guys? What it do, y'all? Ring Game Radio in the building Saturday night. I mean,
Talking about Saturday night.
we gonna be in the. I mean, we gonna be talking about Saturday night, so I'm close. Fuck it, but yeah, Ring Game Radio, Monday Night Boxing. Yeah, my bad for not being here last week. But we here now, and I guess y'all talking about the Inoue massacre.
Yes, sir. What are your thoughts on that, bro?
Shit, I was in the gym training when them niggas was fighting, so I saw it. I didn't see it like fresh, like how I normally see it. This is probably the first Inoue bout like in years I didn't see live. Like you'd have to almost go to the goddamn when this nigga was on Roman Gonzalez undercards and shit. Now that this is the first Inoue fight I didn't see. So, but yeah, when I saw the playback, I thought he looked good. He looked a little anxious, like eager. You know, he was whiffing some damn bombs, but he would have killed that dude if he landed them. But then he did land some. So
yeah, he did. I mean, I don't know if either like it probably took him some time to kind of warm up or whatever because you know, I mean, obviously he was supposed to fight in December, and then you know he had to kind of make weight again and all that other stuff that comes with cancellations. So I guess he was, I guess he was a little bit more patient. But like I said, he got him out of there in 4, though. I mean, I was thinking it was gonna be,
because I said on the when I went live last week, I said like he should get him out of there in 3. If it takes longer than 3, it's like but it was one of those. Okay, it wasn't 3, but it was 4, so I'm good. Like he did what he had to do. And the last round was the most competitive. That's the craziest part. Like he was whooping dude, and dude was, you know, anytime the dude Kim got off any type of shots, it was because Inoue allowed it.
Yeah.
Except for the final round where that's when Inoue was fully on into it. Like, okay, fuck it, I'm gonna just fuck you up. I'm not letting you do anything, so I could just do something and overpower you. So that's when dude was really kind of like he was put like he low-key was hitting Inoue with a few good shots. Like he went out on his shield, but he needed those back in the first round.
Right.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, he needed those in the first one because he cracked Inoue a couple good times, but Inoue was already like the demon meter was already on bright red and like doubling and shit. Like,
yeah,
they was waiting for the max out. What's that shit in Street Fighter Alpha? It's just blinking. Like,
yeah.
I mean, to get his move. He threw that right hand.
Yeah, that was one hell of a demon fist because he loaded that shit up. Like when he landed, that
Yeah.
shit moved.
It reminded me of the damn he did the Terry Bogard, the burning knuckle. Since Fatal Fury and Turkey Al-Lassie are teamed up now, hey, give me a check. I'm doing promo here. Like, what's good? Ain't nobody else here gonna throw in some fucking Fatal Fury references with boxing like that naturally. So
Facts.
But yeah, it was good. All the motherfuckers who's talking about Inoue is goddamn old. Bro, y'all haven't been watching Inoue long enough to even say this motherfucker's old. Like, he used to do the same thing early in his career when he'd get a tough motherfucker and he just can't bomb him out. So he's like, fuck it. Like get them like Inoue used to fight like fucking Roy Jones sometimes, man. Like, come on, man. Like, when he want to bomb you out, he's just gonna do it. Like, he was actually more patient this time. Shit.
Yeah, because
if Inoue act patient, niggas think he old.
Yeah, because dude is new. He's not like he's not known like the other fighters that he's fought. Like, yeah, I mean, why not take some time to kind of feel out your opponent a little bit before you start going in and trying to get him up out of there. And he did.
They be these unknown motherfuckers out to surprise you with some shit.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, they be the one who it be like fighting a crackhead. Like, he might do some weird Mayorga fucking punch and catch you. Like, oh shit. Wait, hold on. Let me take this nigga serious. So I get it. Like, shit.
Yeah,
it was a better ending than the damn TJ Dehaney fight. So everybody should be fucking happy.
Exactly, and like I said, because Monster fights 3 times a year. So I mean, a fight like this, a replacement, it is what it is. I'm gonna leave it is. Like, I'm not gonna be negative about it. It's but it's just like now
we're gonna be negative. Have y'all sitting on Sam Goodman yet? All right,
no, we shitted on Sam Goodman. We've been shitting on Sam Goodman even before these fucking casts. Like, fuck Goodman.
Yeah, I'm talking about this episode. I know we've been keeping it going. Like, I did last week, so I'm just.
Yeah, we do. We definitely give him some bars. Like, I definitely have.
All right, let me throw in fuck Sam Goodman. Like, bro, shout outs to Kim for keeping the event alive. And Sam Goodman, this is what you was running from, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you ran from a paycheck and that, bro. Like, now Kim got more respect than you do.
Facts.
Kim should have your belt right now, nigga. Like, get the fuck out of here. But yeah, we ain't gonna waste no more time on him because my brother said they roasted you enough. So I'm a just let it go. You know what I mean? But yeah, get the fuck out of here. Like, you either want it or you don't, bro. That's it. And I don't think you fucking wanted it.
Facts.
Like, god damn. And as scary as Paul Butler was, he at least made it to the goddamn fight.
Yeah, exactly. He knew that he was in line. He signed up. He was just, once he got in the ring, he just, he decided that health was
wealth.
Yeah.
Like, right now, it's like, I feel like we all in the car with damn old dog and them niggas that we pulling up to the fight with Inoue. And we telling you to get your bitch ass out the car, nigga. Like, that's why I feel like you ain't gonna fight, get your ass out the car, nigga. Like, get out.
Yeah. Sam, Sam's gonna have to go and redeem himself once he's done healing from his plastic surgery and shit like that.
Dude, you gotta go on a TJ Dehaney run in Japan to redeem yourself at this point, bro.
Yeah, like throw yourself into the fire because clearly.
Yeah, I need to see you in some underground matchups, some pit fighter, 90s martial art film concepts to regain my trust, nigga. you gotta look like goddamn Daniel Dubois, nigga. Like
Facts.
you gotta like beat you gotta be the underdog 3 times and win by KO.
Yo,
Like you gotta do some shit like that right now, bro. Cause you done fucked up 2 opportunities.
Facts. I'm just reading some of these comments real quick. So Belly said, "Who do we think the Saudi opponent is going to be for Monster?" I mean, Akhmadov is being bandied about as being one of them. You know, depending on situations. You know, I mean, like I said, Akhmadov, it is. I mean, damn, it is what it is. Whatever. But Akhmadov kind of, you know, it's just more like he's just chasing the money without really wanting to rebuild. Like he'd even run it back with Palace. Like he should, you know. But you know, I mean, I would say I point to him getting that, and then Earn with Hearn, like, hello Ring Gang, been a long time. Yeah, no, you've been missing for a minute. And then he says, Captain, can you not enable Android Dude on Twitter? I feel he needs to keep away from boxing for his mental health, and you guys not helping.
God damn, like y'all the hate the like unwarranted hate Android get for just being like one of the most objective and knowledgeable fucking boxing Twitter people is like just astounds me. But
Android does get a lot of
glad to have you back, Hearn.
But Android does get a lot of unwarranted criticism.
He does like oh my god, like it's just been. I've tried to get him on the podcast. He knows it. Like this ain't no secret or nothing. Like it's just timing conflict and just life and shit. But
yeah, I got no to Earn with Hearn. I got no problem with him at 3. You know, of course not. No wrong with that.
Yeah, let's see, gang. Does anyone whose best wins are Donaire, Fulton, and Manny Rodriguez deserve to be in the pound for pound top 5? Yes.
We're not going to question.
We're not going to question that.
We're not going to question Inoue's place in the top 5. He top 3. Like, there's no way that you can't see him and see he's one of the best fighters in the world, and he's been dominating guys. So what do we do?
Well, Ezra, you do.
If Usyk would have knocked out Tyson Fury, he'd be number 1. But man, like this pound for pound list, man, we got to go back to the Roy Jones criteria. Like you got to be like the best, but you got to be putting on shows and knocking motherfuckers out, yo.
Yo, Ezra, do you where do you see Monster in pound for pound sense? Like, do you keep him like in the top 3 at least?
Yeah, he's top 3 for sure. He's 1 or 2. You know what I mean? So I got him number 2. I know Usyk's heavyweight. We look kind of weird at heavyweights, but I'm just gonna have him at number. I'm gonna have him at number 1. He's done the work at cruiserweight. He's done the work at heavyweight now. And like I said, in a way, as soon as he goes 126 and starts dominating there, he'll probably move up on the list of number 1. But I just at 122 now, it's just getting a little stale for me at this point. That's really my only complaint with him. But it's not even debatable if Inoue's top 3 pound for pound, in my opinion. Like, yeah, that's basically eliminates yourself from the conversation if you remove him from the top 3.
Yeah, exactly. Like, I mean, if you're not Usyk or you're not Crawford, you're not really in that conversation. Or better be if you're not in that conversation of where Monster is right now in his status. Like, you're not. Anyway,
better be
crazy how all 4 are like totally different boxing styles.
Facts.
And backgrounds. That's crazy. Like boxing's international, people.
Yeah, exactly. So, let's say we take the Monster fight. I mean, Oh, go ahead.
What happened?
Oh, no, I thought Pilot was saying something, but no, I mean, well, like I said, I mean, Monster fighting like because he fights frequently, and I like watching him fight. We all like watching him fight, though. But yeah, it's just like 122 is getting to the point where he's not outgrowing it, but yeah, like the opponents are not getting. I mean,
he outgrew the competition. That's what it is.
Yeah, I mean, unless Nakatani moves up to 122 this year. Like, honestly, if he doesn't, then yeah.
Just rush and make that fucking fight, though. Like, real talk.
Yeah. Because
like, you only really got this window.
Yeah, that's a legit super fight at 122, if that happens. You know, but yeah, if he doesn't make it this year, then yeah, you might as well just go to featherweight and pick up a belt there. I'm pretty sure Bob will have you beat up on one of his featherweight champions. Whatever, saying so.
Hold on, let me answer some of them round one's questions because he going all in. Pause. How much pay-per-view buys will Benavidez Morrell do? Ask Pilot and King P because that's going to be the poll topic for tomorrow. Yeah. Wink, wink. I think it does 500K. because it's the beginning of the year. It's anticipated. Benavidez seems like he's like reached that semi-casual realm of relevancy in the sport. So I think when he's a guy who's matched up with a good opponent, he's like anybody, he'll be like 350. Like I think like Tank and Canelo, everybody else. But when you put these guys against solid ops that especially have a name, and you know the lead up has been good. These niggas been going at it. I say 500K. That'd be in the range. That'd be great numbers for the sport and for Benavidez. Inoue versus Nick Ball, who y'all got. That's a damn good fight. Of course, I got Inoue, but that might be Inoue by decision though.
No, I mean Nick Ball's been getting busted up, but the people that's busting up are not finishing him. So it's like, you know,
and they naturally bigger dudes too, though.
Yeah, Nick. Everyone's bigger than Nick Ball. Nigga's like 5'3".
Yeah, but the thing is, it's like Nick Ball is damn, like dense, stocky. He's like Canelo. Like Canelo's literally like just 4 inches taller than him, and he's still short.
Yeah,
but he's stocky. Why you did like somebody Canelo's height and without his muscular density could not be fighting no fucking Kovalev.
No, not at all.
Ain't no fucking way.
Yeah.
So yeah, like because this thing when you're punching a heavier person, it's a different effect. But if you're a sharp puncher, I think you don't have nothing to worry about in that. You might have to punch him a few more times, but in a way, it's such a sharp puncher and a concussively sharp puncher. Damn, that's almost like a tongue twister.
Yeah, it's like I always say, like it's like in a way, like a lot of guys are at that level are like great great batters at bat, right? And if you let them see the fastball too many times, they're gonna start hitting it. And that's kind of what Ball's going to do. He's going to give him the fastball over and over again. And eventually it's just going to be lined up for him, right? Like it's just going to line up for him. I think that the benefits Ball too is he fights taller guys, but in a way it's going to be a lot more on the smaller side. So like I think that'll also line up with him getting hit with a lot more shots and clean on the inside. So yeah, I think that'd be a tough matchup for Ball.
If he fights the way he normally does, but adjusts to somebody smaller, it could work for him. But a lot of guys who swarm and they're used to swarming guys bigger than them, they have a hard time adjusting to swarming somebody smaller.
Yeah.
Because you don't really swarm somebody smaller than you.
Yeah, and you're used to getting under them. And then if you can't get under them, you're just coming straight forward at them. And then at that point, it eliminates kind of like your whole game. You're like, okay, well, then this guy just catching me coming in. When usually it doesn't take me much to get under everyone. I'm getting under them. I have all the leverage. So yeah, that'll be interesting. That'd be an interesting fight. But let me tell you something. Yeah. Ball saying that he's the A side in that. I mean, like I said, I don't know who these guys are.
He's not.
I don't know who these guys are saying this, but let me tell you something. I don't know what pay-per-views he's sold. I don't know what houses he's filled, but I know anyway he's got a track record to do it. So I just think that's pretty crazy to say.
Yeah, Nick.
I can expect that coming more from a guy like Lee Wood, who's had some real big standout moments, and even then, as a Lee Wood fan, I wouldn't say he's the A side, but I could expect him saying that more so than Ball.
Yeah, Lee Wood has sold tickets. You're right about that. Ball's always been an undercard guy.
And has like classic fucking moments. He done been the underdog several times and won. Like he got way more to say than fucking damn Nick Ball. Like
yeah, I mean Nick Ball has all the respect in the world. Like I mean, like I said, I mean,
and that's shitting on Nick Ball, but I mean. And because I think it's a good fight, and I think it's a tough fight for him in a way, but it's more how Nick Ball presents himself in that fight. Like how Ezra was saying, like if Nick Ball not really no damn Frazier with the damn head movement and bobbing, he kind of just gets to you. And I feel like if you're gonna have that style, you gotta really be against Inoue. Like if you're trying to swarm Inoue, you can't swarm Inoue by not bobbing and weaving unless you're like got Pacquiao footwork where you could just jump in and blah, like nah, or like Bivol, like the steady in and out boxing shit. But nah, but that's still a good fucking fight though.
Yeah, and then Brown says Espinosa versus Inoue. And that would be an interesting fight for.
Wait, hold on. The Espinosa and the just beat
basically
Ramirez.
Yeah.
God damn, that's a good fight. But I think that might be easier for Inoue than the damn than the Nick Ball fight.
How you figure?
Because I think Nick, because this is the thing. Espinosa, I feel like he's too frail for Inoue. Like Inoue might punch a fucking hole through this dude. I feel like Nick Ball is denser. Like I feel like he could take the punishment more, and he'd be able because Nick Ball's already so used to tough fucking fights, and he already has like a work rate. If he has the right strategy against Inoue, I could see that as like a damn like okay, yeah, he could really give Inoue some problems. But Espinosa, he's kind of just you're straight up and down boxer, like boxer puncher, like nothing really. The intangibles make him more special than what his game is.
I mean, he doesn't necessarily use his height all that much, you know, like, and he should.
But he does use his reach.
He uses his reach, yeah, which is crazy.
Yeah, like to use your reach, but not really your height is crazy.
Yeah.
But I think that's more him being such a puncher because remember, he's throwing he's throwing uppercuts with both hands, hooks. I just feel like because when Inoue get in his defensive bag, Inoue got like elite defense.
Right.
If he do what Robisi was doing and just don't get stupid, I think he would beat the shit out of Espinosa. Espinosa's there to get hit too. Like,
yeah. I mean, he's tough, but yeah, I can see it. But then also Espinosa is like neck is it's a lot bigger than Inoue. So it's like it'd be either he'd be big and taking an ass whooping, or just like, or he'd be able to muscle Inoue around.
The way he was taking Ramirez punches, I'm kind of 50-50 on how well he'll take his punches or can still muscle dude around. Because Inoue punches like that's peak level punching, man. Like,
yeah,
and that's from every hand. Like every punch is thrown fundamentally, technically perfect and hard as fuck. Like with speed and all of that shit. Like matter of fact, have Nick Ball and Espinosa fight, and the winner get Inoue. Shit.
Hold on.
That's my dream matchup.
Yeah, I've been calling for that for a while. You know why? It's just because I want to see the absurdity of a 5'2" guy fighting a 6'2" guy.
Yeah,
I want to see that.
Yeah, remember when
honestly, King P's right. If you do that fight first and make that a big deal, and you say the winner gets Inoue, that even draws in more casual interest because now you're like, okay, the winner gets that dude. Like, so yeah.
What was you about to say?
Remember when Teofimo walked in with the circus? That's what that whole theme of that card should be: the shortest man versus the tallest man. And you just got a whole circus of Benavidez. You do the poster. You say this is the actual size of the guys. Yeah, I would love that fight just on the freak show alone.
Please, I hope y'all listening so y'all could like run with these ideas because like that's great marketing and promo and like y'all bringing like it just. I just hate when boxing doesn't play up on the strengths it has. Like how they didn't really play up on the real beef Benavidez had with Plant. Instead, these niggas at car shows. So if y'all do Espinosa and Nick Ball, play up on this goddamn height shit. Like it's right there.
Yeah, I mean, and plus we all know Nick Ball. He fought Ray Vargas, who had a height advantage over him, and he still he should have beaten Vargas, but we all know, that it was a bullshit ass draw that fucked up my parlay, and everything like that. But I'm not even bitter about that shit though. You know what I'm saying? But things happen. But Nick Ball has a lot of interesting fights too. So hopefully he gets those interesting fights and doesn't fuck around with any like bullshit. And same thing with us with Inoue and whatnot. Like 122, like make the best of your 122 and then move on to 126 and get into the fights and have people really put some respect on your name, because I think that's what everyone's waiting for. Everyone's waiting for a featherweight or, God forbid, a super featherweight anyway. Like, yeah, you got to do. Yeah, he has to go up because 122 is getting to the point where no one's able to challenge him. So,
and it's like the opponents aren't really hitting the radar, like, because anytime Inoue fights, like the Fulton knockout on TikTok, that just gets views, like,
fact.
I get likes and comments all the time about it, like, and this is the thing, I put up other Inoue highlights of fights that are more recent, and it's like, but we love him beating up that black guy, so I don't know. But it's not just that, but it is Fulton was more known.
Yeah,
like real shit. Like he was, like, not saying Neri wasn't known and Neri didn't have a viral moment with the knockdown, and DePaulis had a great effort. You know, I thought he had boxed well and had, stood in the pocket with Inoue at times. So, but it just, when that's the difference between knocking somebody out that's known. When I say known, been on boxing channels, major cards, main events type level. Like, it's different.
Right.
Just like niggas knew who Gamboa was fighting Crawford. Like, it wasn't just, okay, 50 walked them out to the ring type shit, or Money Team, or not ESPN, HBO. Like, that counts for something, man.
No, absolutely, yeah. Because I mean, even with Donaire, I mean, I'll say Donaire is a whole legend, and I mean, obviously, the first fight is an all-time classic, and the second one is an incredibly brutal knockout, of someone who was so great, So it's like, but yeah, it's that Fulton though. Every single time that monster fights, Top Rank has like 10 to 20 fucking clips of Fulton getting KO, but puts out some more. This time it's from above view. Here you see Fulton's arm drop, and he absorbs that right hand that makes his hand look like fucking.
It's literally, it's Inoue's Jamal Charlo, what's his name?
J-Rock.
Yeah,
J-Rock knockout.
Yeah, to the point where, like, Jamal Charlo moved up to 160, and they're still showing the highlights of that knockout at 154. I'm like, bro, we'll never stop playing that.
Yeah.
Bro, I feel like if they're doing any type of ceremony for Jamal Charlo, they're gonna have that highlight. It's to the point I feel like if like J-Rock, that would be his highlight too now.
Yeah, and that's what, and I was there live for that. I seen that shit live, and I was just like, yeah, I didn't even know that shit. I mean,
I bet that KO just play in your mind subconsciously sometimes.
That was a beautiful catch and shoot uppercut, though. I mean,
and the funny thing, that wasn't even the KO. It was just a nice knockdown.
Oh shit, DJ, hey, what it do, nigga? What's good?
Salute, PJ. Salute the architect.
Hey, motherfucker, grab a link, nigga. What you doing?
Get on here, PJ.
Architect
on here.
Hold on. Have you been drinking?
Yeah, have you been? That's to make sure of that.
Well, fuck it, nigga. If you have, nigga, I'm drinking too, nigga. Come on, man.
Oh,
but yeah. That's I mean.
Oh, you say you're not home yet. All right, salute.
Oh, okay, word. All right, well, get home safe, bro.
Yeah, salute for showing up in the comments, though. But yeah, I think we gave the monster card some enough bars for now, because considering who he faced. I know that people want to hear us on the PBC stuff, and then we'll do the other recap last. Do we want to get into some PBC talk?
But hold on, the other recap, can't that just be done in like 5 minutes? Like, is there much to say?
I'm just saying, like, all right, we can do that then. Like, I just wanted to,
because I feel like the PBC shit is gonna just go on to so much different things. Like, because if round one come in here and be like, hey, so who Morrell versus Kovalev all time, or a mythical matchup or whatever, we're gonna have to go off on that. Like, I feel like that's it with Nelson. I didn't even see the fight, so just run that shit. I mean,
yeah, I saw the fight. Pacheco looked good, and I haven't been the biggest Pacheco fan, but he was solid. He was solid in that fight. I'll give him his props. So,
I mean, I heard it was a boring fight though.
I mean, I'll say this too. Like, I mean, for Diego Pacheco and Steven Nelson, I was expecting a little bit more fireworks, and the fireworks kind of came in the last couple of rounds, and that's only and this is the thing I have about Pacheco. Like, Pacheco, like, he has the tools, Like he knows how to use this, how you know how to reach. But there's something. I guess it's something like Bruce would say, the emotional content. Like he lacks something.
It won't get. Yeah, it won't. I feel like he won't reach it. Unfortunately, in that camp, he's in the Benavidez camp, so I don't think he'll, max his potential there.
You probably right. Like, yeah, because it's kind of crazy too. Like, I mean, particularly because in his last fight too, it was the same issue. It's like, damn, like this guy is boxing well though, but this dude is kind of giving him a little bit more trouble than I expect. And then Steven Nelson, like he was getting outboxed though, but when he started coming out, like he was landing some shit on him, and I'm just like this is the type of shit that I'm like, wait a minute, this is the same shit going over again. Like something is lacking. I don't know if he doesn't have. I mean, he could.
Oh, so that's why Bud was in that clip, all crazy, talking about throw the fucking left hook. Like
yes, like yeah, that's. Yeah, I think Steven Nelson is like I think his opportunity came a little bit too late because he's 36, he's coming off like injuries, like ACL injuries and stuff like that. So I just think that he's getting his step up fight a little bit too late in his career, and it kind of showed too because he got battered though. Like I mean, after the fight, you could tell.
He said his eye was looking kind of beat up.
Yeah, like he did get beat up though, but I kind of feel like maybe if this fight took place like maybe 2 years ago or something like that, it would have been a different story.
Yeah, 3 years ago or something, it would have. Yeah.
God damn, that's a time difference, nigga. Like,
yeah,
y'all said 3 years ago. The man can't hope it like shit turned out for him now. Like,
yeah, and like I said, he gave it. Like I said, in the last 2 rounds, like he gave it his all, but I just felt like, damn, like. Like I wish, like, because he was trying to box with dude, and I think that was probably like the wrong strategy with Pacheco. Like he could have been a little bit more aggressive. Yeah, that's why Bud was going crazy. It's like, yeah, be like, but like I said, Pacheco can
I
box.
feel Bud on that shit though.
Yeah,
dude gas though at the end. Like he definitely needs a little bit more experience in them championship rounds.
Yes,
Pacheco.
Yeah, Pacheco.
Nelson. Oh,
the 10th round, I noticed he was just it was
he was gassed. He was gassed. Well, I mean, Nelson pressure can get you tired too, though. You saw.
Oh, so this was like some Lamont Peterson, Danny Garcia end round shit. Dude looked good last 2 rounds and da 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 da.
Nobody got hurt. Nobody really got hurt.
Yeah, no. Yeah, it wasn't like it wasn't like Lamont, punching Danny around the ring in the last couple of rounds. Like, but it was like he was landing some good shots on him, particularly because Pacheco was gassing.
Oh, but no pillar to post type shit. Okay.
Yeah. So like, and honestly, I would not rush Pacheco into no title shot because, I mean, I think at this point,
sound like he need 3 more fights from listening to y'all.
I think he just needs a couple more fights because there's something still missing on there. And the Nelson fight, although looks a good win for him, but it was just like it was a hard 117, 111 fight, and that was a score across the board.
Who do you think?
Do you agree with it?
Yeah,
my bad. That's for all of y'all, really.
Yeah,
y'all agree with the scores?
It was okay score. I thought, that score was okay, I guess. But who do you think
I thought the score was a good score.
Pat, who do you think? Who would you favor between Mbili and Pacheco?
Mbili at this point.
I figured you'd
God damn.
No, and Billy punches hard. Like let's say this. Like I mean, and I just have a feeling like just like the way he gassed. Like and Billy won't stop throwing punches. Like and he throws hard punches.
He would have took more chances at the end. Like I could see that. Okay.
Yeah, like and Billy would have thrown punches until he actually took Pacheco's head off. That's that's where that's. And I think
where was all that in the goddamn Derevyanchenko fight?
Well, I mean, Derevyanchenko has movement, but I mean, even with Derevyanchenko,
yeah, that's true. Yeah, and he was jabbing too.
But like I said, Pacheco, but I know Eddie's gonna rush him.
Pacheco looked real bad.
Yeah, Derevyanchenko looked bad. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if give Pacheco Derevyanchenko, see how that goes.
Oh Lord, nigga, stop.
Yeah.
But yo, before we get into this, is one more recap.
No, there's 2 more fights, bro.
There's 2 more. Okay, cool.
Yeah, and then there was Andy Cruz and Omar Saucedo. Andy Cruz, I will say this though, I mean, obviously he does fight too Cuban. You know, if you're Cuban here, you know, it's not meant as a slight. It's just like, you know, like he boxed. I mean, it was decent, like and whatever. But I feel like he could have stepped on the gas more and got Saucedo out of there because Saucedo in the 10th round was ready to go. Like Andy was sitting on his punches and punching dude around.
Hold on, did Cruz get hit or rocked or buzzed anytime? Because
No,
he looked like he kind of chinny.
He didn't rock their buzz, but see, somebody else told me that he comes off a little chinny. Like he doesn't. He reacts to shots kind of interesting.
Yeah, like to me, I can see him being another like Lucien Boutte type nigga.
No, but I mean, he's. I can see why he uses Keyshawn's name for clout all the time because he is at Cuban school of boxing that we all love, right?
If we're just only talking about the courses that brought along Gamboa and Casamayor career, yeah, fine, yeah. But if we talk about the other curriculums, then I don't know.
Yeah, there's this Lara third period Lara.
What you think, Ezra?
With this style, here's the thing: they're saying we're bringing him up fast, but they're not really. It's he's kind of a prospect. They're just not fighting him often. They're putting him on they're putting him on cards, but I don't think they're bringing him up quick. They're giving him the same style over and over again. And the thing is like, I don't think he really knows his style. I don't think he's this aggressive and holds his ground with a Keyshawn. I don't think he holds his ground like this with a Tank. I don't think he holds his ground like this with Cepeda. He's gonna end up moving around the ring mostly in those type of fights because he doesn't hit hard enough to hold those guys off. There's something missing. He doesn't have juice. He doesn't have the next gear to where it's like, yeah, I'm gonna hold my ground and this guy's gonna get out of there if I stay here. I'm gonna make him hold him back. I think if you want Keyshawn and he tried to hold the center of the ring like he did in that fight, I think Keyshawn would blast him out of there. Like I just don't. Yeah. There's something missing with his game. He's still a prospect. There's still like people saying, "Oh, give him Keyshawn." Like I don't care. Go ahead, do that. I don't care. I'm not saying don't do that. But what I'm saying is he has there's one more level of contender to go to really know what he is and really know what his style is. And I'm not seeing it yet. They haven't done it yet. So I think what did Maxie Hughes call him out? I actually don't think that's a bad matchup. Like style wise, he needs to see that.
That's a good fight.
To see what he really is because he's not seeing what he really is yet. What I'm seeing now,
he kind of gets bopped whenever he stands his ground with somebody kind of decent. Like remember, he was on the ropes and got bopped up a couple times in one of his recent fights.
Yeah, the last fight before this one.
The that's the
yeah. He got hurt in that fight. The one against Moran.
Yeah, he got hurt in that fight. You can exchange with him because he has shots like that. Okay, I feel it, but he has nothing that says oh, that's gonna put me out if I really stay here. So you can exchange with him. And the guys that have his physical gifts, because it's not like his physical gifts are they're great, outstanding. They're not that. He still has amateur things. He's still no matter how much I'm really doing. It's still amateur stuff. He's still looking to score. He's not really
honestly. I don't think he's as advanced as Robisi was when Robisi came out.
Yeah, I kind of just see a lot of similarities with both of them. Robisi really started putting a lot into his shots, but it started to get away from his technique because he would have to put so much into his shots to get the power. This guy is kind of more sticking to his technical stuff, but I just don't see the next gear with him.
But Robisi at least had the damn aggressive switch.
Yeah.
Especially when Robisi kind of he could turn it off and on, but it feel like Cruz is just going to stay in one gear or just do it, just keeps him alive type shit.
Yeah, but like I said though, it wasn't in the last couple of rounds though. He had Saucedo ready to go. In that final round, Saucedo was saved by the bell. If that was a 12-round fight, Saucedo would have been stopped. So
see, y'all must have not watched round 12. 20 more seconds, and Saucedo would have been on the. This is the thing with about 20 more seconds. There was 20 more seconds earlier in the fight too. You either could knock a motherfucker out or you can't. That same thing with women with the goddamn 3-minute rounds. You either could beat a bitch ass in 2 minutes or you can't.
That's also true.
It's like with niggas, Shaq, when Shaq make the last 3 free throws in the game, and it's Shaq make them when it count. They would have counted earlier in the game too, nigga. The fuck?
Now, I want to compare Andy Cruz to Bud. Bud is an elite finisher. There's no fucking around.
Yeah, stop. Yeah, come on. you got like you got finishers, then you got like the Tito's and the Crawfords, like.
Yeah, no, Crawford is an elite. Crawford went like how many years knocking people out at welterweight before finally, that streak got broken. Like Crawford is an actual finisher. Like there's no fucking around. Like he will put you away.
You gotta be a tough guy to really just stay in there with Crawford, and that's been in any division. Like he hits you clean and often. He's not one of these guys where he takes noticeable off rounds. Like example is Chad Dawson. Like Chad Dawson will beat the shit out of you for like 8 rounds or 6 rounds, but then he has those noticeable just move around box type of let me take a breather because then nigga throwing all those goddamn combinations.
Right.
Crawford don't be doing that shit. Crawford steadily beats your ass the whole fight.
Right. And like I said, I mean, prior to Matchroom, like Beltran was the only person to really take that type of punishment and not go down. Never mind, get stopped. Like it took, and that was at 135. So like it's one of those. Yeah, like Crawford is because usually when you survive 12 rounds with Crawford, that that means like Crawford, like Crawford tried his damage to get you up out of there, and he couldn't figure out how to really do it. Or
he never hurt you, and he just never said fuck it. Like, because Crawford didn't really try to sell out against Beltran. Like, he would apply pressure, but it never was like on some, all right, fuck it, I got him now.
Yeah.
Never that. Like, I mean, but shout out to Beltran. Like, he gave lots of damn good ass damn fights back in the day.
Yeah, but like I said, I mean, I'd say, I know, like, I mean, all the talks about Keyshawn Davis, like, if Andy Cruz fought Keyshawn Davis right now, Keyshawn Davis would beat the shit out of him at this point. Like they should not rush that fight. Andy needs to develop some more.
Because ask yourself this: would you feel confident in picking Cruz to beat Lemos?
No, I wouldn't be confident in it. No, I wouldn't be confident in it. I think that maybe I favor him, but I don't think I'd like. I think he might have some shaky moments in that fight.
Gun to your head.
That's a tough fight right now. Yeah, I can't.
Glock to your head. Would you pick him to beat him?
No, I wouldn't right now. Probably not. No.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yeah, no. So, but like I said, the potential has to be there. But I know Eddie has to stop seeing. Like, yes, I know Keyshawn.
That's just like a
it's clearly they're using Keyshawn's name for clout because Keyshawn is on the cusp of stardom. Whatever you want to say, he did have almost a star-making performance, knockout, of the, this surprise of the year, performance.
Yo, we seen this before. All they're doing is basically doing a damn Ricky Hatton Jr. with it. Yeah, Keyshawn Davis is damn Ricky Hatton. Junior Witter is fucking Cruz.
Yeah, that's what they're doing.
You got the less marketable guy trying to attach his name to the guy who's selling tickets and knocking motherfuckers out and everybody's excited about. That's all this is. It just Cruz, he ain't gonna like not Cruz, but Keyshawn Davis ain't gonna just go. I don't think he's gonna get to the level of Ricky Hatton where he just starts openly mocking him and playfully boxing like him in the ring and shit.
Now, see, Adi, like we like Andy Cruz is pretty much still a prospect. Like there's potential with him. There is potential, but it's just like he needs more pro seasoning because he's getting older. He's like in the thirds. Like he needs more expedited pro seasoning.
No, I mean he's got that he's got that innate Cuban, that slickness. He's got that reactiveness. You can't teach. There's certain things with him that.
Yeah, we're not calling him garbage, yo. Chill.
No, there's redeemable qualities. I mean, obviously you can see it.
Yeah.
He can definitely see what's coming. Pause. Next most times. It's just there's temperament that some Cuban fighters have that unfortunately don't yield the best viewing results.
Yeah, believe me, there are Cuban fighters that we've shitted on Bartholomew a lot, and we go at him a lot.
Although I shitted on him last Friday. Somehow his name got brought up, and so yeah, like damn, the back-to-back episodes. Yeah, he's like, damn, give me a break. Talk about y'all gonna have me cry like Selena Gomez. Look, I'm a Haiti fan, so I'm sensitive whenever y'all trash my favorite fighters like that.
He said Selena Gomez.
Yeah, no, like we are not trashing any like we're being it's criticism because like he won and he did hurt in Salcido because Salcido obviously is coming off a huge win, but it's just the hoopla around him. Like he still needs to be built up. Like they should stop clout chasing. They should stop big fights. I know he's gonna be ranked high. I know they want to put him towards like a title shot, but again, these are fights that he's not ready for. Like he needs to look like way more impressive. Like before we start, like the Keyshawn Davis talk needs to just chill. Just focus on him being a contender and getting a title shot. Like,
do you see him trying to come up and dap Keyshawn? Yeah, I'm assuming you saw that clip, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw. Yeah, he tried to. Yeah, Keyshawn was just like he gave him like a half-hearted fist bump and went about his business.
He's like, nigga, stop trying to damn use me for clout. Now you want to be like, yeah, it's the clout is working. Like,
I mean, I've been around Keyshawn like in person. He does not like Cruz being brought up because it's just like it's at a point where it's like it's tiring. You have to hear this guy's name over and over again. How long can you go living on that fucking achievement? That's something you did in the amateurs. It's very fucking annoying. It's almost annoying as remember what's his dude that Charlo knocked out? Oh well he beat Spence in the amateurs. They keep bringing that shit the fuck up. Okay, we get it. It was in the amateurs, bro. Castaño. Oh, Castaño beat up Spence in the amateurs. Like, okay, we get it. Who gives a shit? Like, bro, stop using that.
And look how big Castaño is. Like, he's naturally bigger than Spence. Like, he it's like I could understand Castaño beating Spence though. Like, that shouldn't be no big like honestly, he's supposed to beat Spence.
But they bringing that up. They bringing that up to like make it like an achievement to drum him up. And it was just like, bro, like we get it. Just like with the Cruz thing, we get it. You beat Keyshawn in the amateur.
Yeah, they're honestly doing a damn. Somebody I saw one comment. I can't remember who it was. So shout outs to the anonymous cat. My bad. Somebody was like, they're doing this. They need to stop with that. They're doing this like Savannah Marshall and Clarissa Shields. And we all saw how that played out. And I was like, he got a point.
Yeah. I mean, the only time that really worked like that was, with rest in peace, Vernon Forrest and Shane Mosley. Because it was mentioned before they fought. And then, of course, it was one of the situations like, okay, well, Shane Mosley could never on his best day beat Vernon Forrest. And, amateurs are pro. And like, okay, that it worked in that way.
Yeah, because they both developed into big names and like become boxing stars. These other niggas is too early for that. They just like all the dudes that beat Tyson and Miguel Cotto in the amateurs, but when they got pros, Tyson and Cotto were beating their ass.
Facts, yeah, especially Cotto.
It was like,
Cotto. Yeah,
especially with Cotto. Like, who was the one? The Brazilian, the Kelson Pinto, was that one?
Pinto, yeah.
Who's the other nigga? Muhammad
Abdullah. Yeah,
Abdullah. How the fuck we remembering these random niggas, yo? But you get what I'm talking about, bro. So just focus on Cruz developing and having his career, so he could still fall back on being a champion or doing what he do. Because you seen after Savannah Marshall had a fight with Shields, what happened with her career?
Yeah, she's doing either like MMA or whatever, but she's not. Whatever she is, she's not really fighting.
Not really. And didn't she win a world championship? Like,
yeah, she did. She won. She beat
Francis Cruz. Look, and career is still flatline.
Yeah.
So it's like, it don't help. But if Savannah Marshall would have sold herself as being as a knockout artist, what she was,
and
what she was doing, did it have a better look on her career? Because then you could always be like, well, hard hitting Savannah knockout. You don't do that with her. It's just always been her. Well, last person to beat Clarissa Shields. Like, yes.
But has
and now Clarissa Shields beat her ass.
Who you talking about? Savannah Marshall, right?
Yes.
No, nigga, we talking about Baumgartner. Wake up.
Has she even? I'm asking. Has she even boxed since she lost?
Yes.
Yeah.
Scroll up.
God damn, nigga! Like if you don't scroll, yeah.
We just
Yo, so,
Scroll
we
up.
literally like went through all of that.
Yeah. Oh,
because we even said like, yo, she won a world title.
I stepped
Yeah, no,
away.
it-
I stepped away. My bad.
yeah,
Oh,
probably,
my bad.
yeah, probably is classic with that. But yeah, no,
It's the classic. Oh damn. All right,
But yeah.
keep going. My bad, yo.
yeah, but I mean, also too, like I mean, someone else who will probably make a really good addition to 140, Tito Mercado. Like I said, Tito Mercado is someone I heard Luki used to talk about him all the time. Like to like you know, this like and you know Tito Mercado can punch, and that was on display against someone who shouldn't be fighting anymore, Jose Pedraza. Like yeah, like Pedraza just and that fight was just sad because Pedraza was bouncing around like he had like I was like, what is you doing? Like you don't fight like this.
Dude should have been retired 2 years ago.
Hold on. Pedraza got knocked out.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, he
What
got
round?
beat badly.
I think it was like 4. I think I
God damn.
yeah no Pedraza got because I don't know if Pedraza was just nervous or whatever, but dude was hopping around like the Easter bunny. I was like, what the fuck is you doing?
I think he only threw one punch in the fight. Like honestly, I think he only threw one punch. It was a good shot. He landed it, but that was it. That's all he threw in the fight.
God damn.
Yeah, no, it was just sad too because Mercado was just pretty much like was just breaking him down. Like he wasn't like jab, body punch or whatever. Like he was just he just broke him down, and then it was a shot behind the ear that put him down. And dude got up like wobbling his equilibrium, all fucking messed up and shit like that.
That's he got knocked out and got a concussion and a headache.
Yeah, and then of course Mercado was talking shit to Shakur at ringside, and Mercado could talk some shit too. So like he was like his shit talking is up there. So I was like, okay, but I mean that's what you're supposed to do. Like Mercado, that's what Pedraza was there for, to be the opponent. It's just and it's sad that he's actually in that role.
But I mean, yeah, no, I get it, but it's just like I groaned because like I look at Pedraza as a guy that like Pedraza realistically should have retired years ago. Like so, like
Right.
now it's like even just having him as a name on your resume at this point, I don't even know if it even really means much. He should have retired after the Ramirez fight. Now it's you're dragging him along. Now he's just a name that even lost his value. So I mean, no, I'm not shitting on Mercado or anything like that. I'm just like, bruh, like Pedraza shouldn't even been there anymore. But I guess he went out on his shield. So
yeah, and then I'm just reading. I widened that gap in your teeth, pussy. Yep, that's what Mercado said.
You were saying shit like that? Oh my god.
Yeah.
Yo, we need more of that back in the game. Fuck that.
Yeah. Dude was talking that shit. I'm like, okay, Mercado, talk that shit. But yeah, he was wilding out.
Yo, I hope I'm pronouncing this right. Adi Medi,
I guess.
Adi Medi. Y'all were praising Keyshawn when he beat Pedro.
Not me.
Yeah, that
not
was like
me.
15 years ago.
Not me. They dragged him back down. They dragged him back down to lightweight.
Yeah, that was one of the.
See, that's the thing. These guys, like King P said, like after the Ramirez fight, it ain't too much props you could get over beating Pedraza now. Like it just,
honestly, the funny thing is, I remember I was like, Pedraza versus Comey. That should have been the loser leaves town match, and they fucking drew. They fucking went to a draw, so it prolonged their careers. They both should have been out of there after that draw.
And that's facts. That's facts. Because I remember you saying that, and we all agree with that shit. That should have been like, okay, like loser leaves town. If you get a draw, that means both y'all losers fucking leave. Because y'all really should have, but what they did, they both got spin-off fights.
Yeah, and they haven't won a fight since. Neither
so it's just like I'd rather them leave on a draw where they both put on a semi-entertaining fight.
And it was entertaining. It was
my bad, semi-entertaining.
It was entertaining. Actually,
it was a damn good fight. Actually, shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it had ebb and flow and everything, but then you get to this, it's like, nah. Hold on, I'm new to this channel. I like the vibes here. I would have been kicked out in the other channel. Oh wait, why would you would have been kicked out, bro? Like,
yeah, honestly, like some platforms kind of they take themselves a little bit too seriously, like, and they don't.
This dude ain't do shit to be kicked out, bro. Like, I'm just.
Yeah, like you haven't trust me. There's only been 2 times where I've had to boot anyone out, and they went, they were on some stupid racist.
Yeah, they went too far.
You talking about 2 times out of 6 fucking years?
Yeah.
4 or maybe 5 of those years was live. So yeah, that's.
But yeah,
we pretty chill over here. I gotta only have positive comments in my damn screen, in my feed.
Yeah, but if you dig in the vibes, man, just sub to the channel, man. Sub to if you sub to Brunch Boxing if you haven't done that already, And yeah, man, just like it's all about the vibes here, bro. That's what we do, man. Like if you can talk that boxing, man, you can talk that shit, man. We welcome it. You know what I'm saying? Like, trust me, like.
Because I said she ain't 380, she ain't a lady. What?
Yeah, I'm ready to. Man, I don't know about y'all, but I'm ready to talk about this PBC event.
Yeah.
Yeah, me too. But one more thing. Shout outs to Dreamland, Jeremiah Milton. Did y'all talk about that fight?
No. He did not look good. He did not look.
Yeah,
good.
I gotta bring it up just real quickly. He's humble as fuck because I heard him like on his IG stories, and he's accepted the loss and everything. I just hope he bounced back. But yeah, he really didn't look all that good. It's kind of sad because he looked in shape, and I know he has all the tools, and he shouldn't have lost. And I know he feels the exact same way. So I just hope he bounces back because that's a real solid dude.
Absolutely.
And he's good for the sport, and it might have seemed like he regressed. I don't know what it is. The coaches, the trainers, they weren't telling him nothing wrong. It just, I think the commentary kind of nailed it with the he needs to get more cerebral. Like he really seemed like he thinks too much. When I feel like that type of fight, all he needed to was just really average 50 punches around.
Right.
And he wins like landslide. Like if you would have just pumped the jab and not allow Wright to just rush him and just explode with the damn the 2 hooks before he clinched him, it was a fairly easy style to overcome. That's why it's kind of disappointing. But I don't know what we don't know what people be going through mentally outside the ring, all that other shit. So I can't go into that. So just I hope he rebounds, and shout outs to Wright for making the most of his opportunity. Shit.
Yeah, he was a replacement.
From last fucking Thursday, yeah. So it is what it is. Shout outs to Pro Box for having a heavyweight fight on there, even though it wasn't the best of heavyweight fights. But shout outs for them holding boxing down in a slow week and shit. But like King P said, it's time we get into the PDC, and y'all take it from here, man. So y'all was here first, so y'all start that shit off.
So yeah, like BBC pay-per-view, man, like the first pay-per-view of the year. Hopefully, in February should be a loaded month of boxing for sure. But yeah, obviously a very anticipated fight between in the main event David Benavidez and David Morrell. And of course, we'll get into that fight last week because it actually has a very intriguing undercard. There's actually 3 really good undercard fights, all of them of which that are worth attention. I guess we can start from the bottom up.
And then a good fight for somebody to get a highlight reel knockout in. Fucking Rosario about to get packed up. Jesus Ramos versus Jason Rosario. Rosario about to get packed up. This should be a body.
Yeah, obviously, for Jesus Ramos, obviously the disappointment over the loss to Lubin, is still there. But this is a layup to get back into where he was before, because unlike Joey Spencer, this dude was the actual PBC prospect of the fucking year. He was PBC's brightest prospect. And then Jason Rosario, of course. He struck gold when he caught J-Rock by surprise or the chin or whatever you want to call that. He beat his ass. There's no question about that. But then, the losses to Lubin, to Charlo, to Mendoza, like all.
Who did he fight last? Like he fought Hurd last, right?
Him and her had a draw on pro box.
Yeah, that was such a shit fight, bro. Like that both of them needed to retire.
Yeah,
So,
both of them. Yeah. The Hurd Rosario fight. It was just like 3 years ago. That would have probably been an intriguing fight. But Hurd is
from the 2019, 2020 era, that would have been a damn good fight.
Yeah, but unfortunately, Hurd is absolutely cooked, and Rosario, who I thought would have been knocked out, was able to go distance without too much difficulty.
He probably won that fight. To be honest, I ain't gonna lie.
He probably did win that fight.
He should have won that fight. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah, I mean it was close enough, so I get it, but yeah, I do feel like he edged it slightly. Like he didn't look. I guess he looked less as bad as her. Like they both look bad, but one has to look worse, I guess. So
honestly, it just speaks to how competitive and how tough 154 is, and because these guys were unified champions not too long ago, and now you see them like they're shells of themselves.
Looking
especially Hurd.
Gulo versus Quillen.
But I will say this too, Rosario. This is probably his last chance to kind of get his career back on track. And because obviously if he gets KO'd in this one, it's back to pro box he goes.
He will.
But that's the thing, dude. Lubin was supposed to get KO'd against Ramos, and that shit did not happen. Yeah. So I can't. And Rosario went the distance with Hurd. So I don't know. I'm not. He should lose. He should get KO'd. You're right. But I don't put nothing past none of these dudes in these fights no more, man. Because ain't no way, bro.
Ramos fucking that fight he lost. He fucking got the spot over Barrios and Ugas. You know what I'm saying? He main evented over them. You know what I'm saying? Because they expected to get a KO and he fucked it up.
Yeah, and Lubin got the decision on some hey, we can still keep him serviceable to other names. It was one of those, Ramos got robbed, but it's like the Mikey Garcia versus Sandor Martin. If Mikey Garcia tries a little harder, he fucking wins.
Yeah.
and that's all Ramos had to do. And he was just content to just be like, And Lubin looked decent enough to where you could be like, okay, although you'd be wrong, but
I mean, I still thought Lubin lost that fight, and sometimes
Lubin thinks he won, so I mean,
but boxing politics are a bitch sometimes. Ezra, so what do you think about Ramos and Rosario?
Some people have a glass jaw. Rosario has a glass body. If Ramos does not take him out in this fight, I could basically wrap up his career as well. This is to get a highlight. That's all this is. This is all you get the highlight, and let's move on to something bigger. He has to win this fight. He has to do it in devastating fashion, and I think he's going to do it in devastating fashion. I don't think he's going to play around with his food. He's not that type of guy. Sometimes he likes to get a little too slick, wants to be like a slick boxer. He's got to know his style. He's an aggressive fighter. He's with talent. He's got skills as an aggressive fighter, but he's an aggressive fighter. Go to the body. You'll be able to wrap this one up.
Now, okay, so
what round? What round?
Man, I think this could be early. I think this is 4 or 5. I don't think this is going to go long. I can't see this going in the second half of the fight.
Yeah, 5th round seems about right. I agree.
If that, I'm thinking this should be done in 2 rounds. Really?
Three.
Because it's one of those. If Ramos come out there like he's supposed to, and bro, think about this. I think Virgil Ortiz will body Ramos. I mean, not Ramos, Rosario.
Yeah.
And that's coming up in weight. So, yeah, if Ramos is what he's supposed to be, this shit shouldn't even go 5 rounds, to be honest.
Hell, fuck nah.
You know what I mean? Remember, even with the Inoue, I said 3 rounds, and it went 4 just on some, and he beat the shit out of him that last round. So, yeah, Ramos, you better knock this motherfucker out.
Honestly, I'm thinking 2 rounds for me for Ramos.
Thank you.
P. Pilot, what about you?
I'll say round 3. I'll say round 3.
I think 4 rounds. 4 rounds is out.
I'll say 3. Yeah.
4 was a lucky number last week. It's gonna be 2 and 3 this week.
But yeah, so I'm on FanDuel right now. So right now the money line is obviously Ramos is a minus 2,000 favorite. Rosario is a plus 740 underdog. Method of victory, we got Ramos decision plus 340, Ramos KO minus 350, draw plus 2,400, Rosario points of decision plus 2,100, and Rosario KO plus 1,500. If the fight goes to distance, it's a plus 280. So,
yo, what's the second round?
hey,
They don't have prop bets yet.
Oh no, they have like so for Ramos to win in 1 and 2, it's plus 650. For Rosario to win in 1 or 2 is plus 9,500.
Hold on, Ramos rounds 1 and 2 plus what?
650.
Damn, that's actually not a bad. That's actually some really good value right there.
Yeah, you see what I'm saying?
Yeah. That's actually so. Yeah, if you're a degenerate gambling nigga out there, you just heard me rattle off probably something that might be a good prop.
Yeah.
You might need to fuck with. Yeah,
those are similar odds to when Canelo fought down here. He fought that one guy that damn Eubank had the uppercut highlight on.
Oh, the Arab.
Yeah. That's what those odds remind me of, because it's like that should just like, if this fight go over 3 rounds, bro, come on.
Yeah, no, I absolutely agree on that one. So this opener is basically pretty much like Ramos. You get your highlight KO, make sure the crowd gets really into it, and you move on. But yeah, if this turned out to be some sort of blood and guts back and forth war, then somebody fucked up in their training. And because that would be Ramos. It wouldn't be Rosario. Rosario would just be like, okay, this
round of applause, nigga.
Yes, facts. Facts.
And then we'll might look at it like we'll take a second look at the Lubin fight on some. Mm-hmm. Maybe this really is like this dude's ceiling here.
Yeah. And honestly, and I'd be surprised too, because like I said, Ramos has good wins as a pro. He Mendoza went. He knocked out Vladimir Hernandez. He beat down Joey Spencer.
Yeah.
The Santa Maria fight was a great fucking win for him. Like
that Lubin loss really fucked up his momentum, bro. You so right about that. Because Ramos had fucking necks. Good God.
Yeah,
I feel like his name went down, and somehow we started hearing more about Elijah Garcia and other niggas. Like,
facts.
Like I promise you, bro. Like I felt like once his name went down, like Zoo name kind of went up. Mm-hmm. Everybody else name kind of elevated. I'm just like, Ramos, you supposed to be right there, like.
Yeah, in 150, because he's a 150. That's 154. Like, I mean, it's just like, okay, well, I guess there's, time waits for no man at 154. Like, oh, he lost. Okay, next man up. Who's the next man up? Who wants to get into another fight? Who wants to get into another fight of the year?
It's like they threw that nigga into like the kiddie pool. Like you had the great whites, the damn killer whales, the damn tiger sharks, and then this nigga somehow became a piranha or some shit. Well, Shuttleworth rocking the Jesus Ramos bandana, I see. About his ring game, man.
but yeah, no,
I get it though.
But that should be an entertaining opener. And then the next fight, though, we have Pitbull Cruz making his return from losing his belt to Rayo on the Riyadh season card versus Fierro, who fought on the Pero Matias undercard. He fought a war and he actually lost that fight too. So that fight is, and honestly, this is kind of the perfect fight for Cruz because, like I said, I've been critical of him, especially him, kind of getting outboxed like he did, kind of frauding a little bit because, and Cruz is like, I don't like those boxers because they don't stand in front of you and they don't like swing at you or anything like that, and and pretty much the real fight is you can see why, because a little jab and movement and dude is like lost.
Yeah, I really don't like how Cruz just be hating on boxers. It's like, bro, just won't you become a better boxer? Because the footwork and movement that Devontae Davis did for 6 rounds, And the movement that Rayo did for 12 rounds is, I would nowhere say no elite footwork.
Right.
But these niggas moved and boxed, but it was nowhere where I'm like, oh shit, but I don't know what he's going to do to damn Yvonne Calderon here. Like, no.
The interview was nasty though. Them asking, "No, do you want to run that back? You want your? No, I don't. He moves too much. I don't want to avenge my loss." Like, what the fuck?
That's
which is crazy because he got blown out like 118, 110. Like, you lost like a 118, a 116, 112 type of fight, bro. Like,
and like I said, that's why I always said, like, because when he had that close fight with Tank, it was like, I was like, okay, if you could do this, okay, fight some contenders, but he ducked Shakur, he ducked Haney, he was ducking people that he was the mandatory for, like, he didn't want the fights, and it was just like, and then he goes up to 140, he beats up on Rolly, and then it's like,
the other fight he had before, remember the fight before Rolly,
Cabrera,
yeah, like. He won that fight, but he didn't look good.
Yeah,
but then that was also the best person he fought in a while. So we was like, and Cabrera's good. So
yeah.
Then he, so I can kind of get it.
I've heard people say Cabrera won that fight.
There were people who said that.
Yeah, here's the argument. Cabrera won that fight, but
that's true.
He just did because he looked bad, and it was just like. Okay, then he goes to 140, and then he gets outboxed by Rayo. And Rayo didn't do anything special. That was the worst thing. Like, it wasn't like
the only thing I see, Rayo. People who mostly use that strategy don't punch as much as Rayo did.
Mm-hmm.
Rayo legit boxed and put a good amount of hands on dude.
He did.
Well,
so it wasn't one of those like Corey Spinks type of performances where you just jab box. No, the polymother, like he stood and pivoted some, and he was right there. Like if Pitbull had any footwork or knew how to pivot and follow his opponent with shots and throw the extra punch, it wouldn't be such a hard. Because some of those rounds, he was right up there with them Rayo. That's what makes it so bad. Like sometimes he was a half step away. That's why when he's saying all this, I hate boxers, it's just like, nigga. If you go in the next training camp with just ankle weights the whole time,
shout out to
that one half step speed that you lacked, you gonna make up for it, and that's the difference.
Facts.
Yeah,
but he's so fucking scary.
What were you trying to say, Ezra? You was about to say something before.
Oh no, just I'm not too high on Pitbull, and obviously they're just trying to match him up to a matchup that looks good for him. He's basically they well crafted his career. They brought up guys from like 126 pounds for him to knock out. They beat the Gamboa, who's shot beyond shot, worse than Pedraza in my opinion. And, so I just think it's just a fight for him to look good style wise. I'm sure it'll be entertaining while it lasts, but he should walk away with the win here, right? But he has ducked everyone. Like, you guys are 100% right about that. He even had a fight with Ryan, and I'm not talking about the one they just announced. I'm talking about one back when Ryan was at 135, and he said, "Well, I'll be the A side. Ryan will come to me." This guy is not serious. He's not serious about his thing. He's really just chasing this Tank rematch. His whole career is based on this Tank rematch. His whole career is based on this payday. And that's all it is. Like, this really is all it is. There's no excuse for this guy to go backwards. He should have, if he really felt he won that fight, why would you need a tune-up to rebuild your career? It doesn't make any sense. He should be right back at a 1,000 guys at 140 that you could fight tough, but he's not doing that because he's waiting around for hopefully Tank runs out of opponents and then they have to run his name back again.
Yeah, and ironically, Tank doesn't have any interest in fighting him again. One of the few that he doesn't have interest in fighting. He doesn't.
The dude refused to make a fucking name for himself. Mm-hmm. Everybody else, Rolly, made name for himself. Ryan Garcia, make a name for himself. But this dude ain't really like. He literally just wanted to stay around.
He got that Mexican love that during that Rolly, when he beat up Rolly, the crowd popped for him. Like,
the Mexican crowd loves that dude. Like,
really, but he didn't take advantage of it though.
But he obviously he lost after that, so he didn't take advantage. Yeah, he didn't parlay.
And even before the Rolly fight, he didn't take advantage of it because look how long it took him to fight a guy like Cabrera.
Yeah.
So it's like he literally was just, it's like he was almost forced to take that fight.
Yeah, and funny too, I think he probably took Cabrera light because Cabrera is not a heavy puncher, but Cabrera was hitting him pretty frequently, and like boxing him up. But
and dude is strong. Like he is a physical guy. That's what made it so impressive. I don't even want to get into it, but when Zepeda beat him up, and then Zepeda running from niggas, I'm just like what the fuck is going on in the goddamn water in Mexico? Like seriously, like I didn't even want to come out and say it, but like what y'all doing, man? Like, but yeah, keep going, man. Fuck it.
But, so I mean, honestly, I'm just taking a look at the money line right now. Of course, Cruz is a minus 1100 favorite. Fierro is plus 540 underdog. Cruz decision is plus 125, and honestly, that might be a good bet too because Fierro has never been KO'd. Cruz KO is minus 105. Draw is plus 1900. Fierro points decision is plus 850, and Fierro KO is plus 1400. And Fierro can punch, so it's like it's not out of the works that he can actually hurt Pitbull Cruz.
Yeah, so, I thought fucking Rayo damn buzzed Pitbull.
Yeah, and Rayo is an actual puncher too, so it's like
fucking Rolly was good. Honestly, to be honest, all Rayo did was do a better job of what Rolly was trying to do. Because I think Pilot was the only one who kind of agreed with me how like that was the best Rolly looked. How he was boxing, moving, and punching.
Yeah.
But he wasn't consistent enough with the offense. Like he was like somewhere in between like Lara and Thurman or some shit. Like he would move and box and punch sporadically, but Rayo was always punching while he was moving. And that's what frustrated fucking Pitbull.
Yeah, and Fierro is. I mean, if one thing, Fierro's not the best of boxers. Like I mean, so it's like I mean, but he will slug it out with Pitbull, and I think that's what they want. Like someone that will probably stand in front of Pitbull Cruz and slug it out with them. So, like I said, I'm
up for that fight. I think that could be a good fight.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. The Mexican contingent will love it because it's that type of fight. I mean, they're both Mexican, so
we'll need that after the damn early round KO for the first fight, bro. Like,
it'll be a good scrap, but yeah, Pitbull wins this one.
Decision or KO?
Decision. I think it goes decision.
Yeah,
like 116, 117, 111 type.
Yeah, this will go a distance. Like so, yeah. If you're looking to put money on Cruz decision, that's probably your best bet.
Yeah, I can see Cruz getting a knockdown, or I can see a knockdown in this fight. Is what I'm saying. But yeah, I agree. Cruz decision.
What about you, Ezra?
Yeah, I think Cruz decision or stoppage late. I think everything's going to be late in this fight. It's going to be like more of like kind of piling on Fierro. So I'll take like decision late stoppage.
I can see a TKO because Pitbull hits hard when you're there, right? When you're right there for him.
I'd say about the same. I mean, yeah, I'd say decision just because Fierro's tough. He had never been stopped, and he's been in there with some quality names. So yeah, I'll say he won't get stopped either, but he'll lose a decision.
Yeah. So that decision prop bet will probably look good for a parlay, just to put that in there. But and then obviously those two fights will be a warm up for the co-main.
Wait. Salute Miss 702. What it do? Ring Gang forever. You know what it is.
Salute Miss 702. You're supposed to hit me up because I know you said you wanted to interview me. You wanted to get my thoughts on some shit. Make sure you do. I gave you my contact. But
honestly, she want everybody to be doing like lives. Like she thought it was a cool idea where I guess everybody will get to interact how y'all normally are. Like, I guess y'all do y'all spinoff. So she was even asking when she seen Pilot that time, like, yo, like, you need to bring everybody on like this. So that's, although you have been on, I think we just missing King P and Rome and everybody else.
Yeah, no, I've definitely I've been on. I was the numero uno on that one. So yeah. But yeah, no, yeah. Trust me, like we are thinking of ways of increasing our visibility, of course. But yeah, no, yeah. The co-main for this card rematch: Brandon Figueroa and Stephen Coolboy Fulton. And Honestly, this rematch should have been done a while ago, but obviously, a lot of shit goes on in boxing. And...
Well, if Figueroa didn't get robbed, we wouldn't be needing a rematch.
Facts.
But finally, he's gonna get the righted. He's gonna get the wrong righted.
And this time too, Brandon Figueroa is now the WBC featherweight champion now because he was given a title. I think Ray Vargas is like champion in recess or some shit like that because he got injured again. So Brandon Figueroa is full champion. And Fulton, after that fight, he had the fight against Danny Roman and he won. And then he got the fight with one person that they call the Monster, which we mentioned before. He was highlighted in a way that few fights have ever been highlighted. And it was, although he got paid well for it, there's no question about that one. Like boxing Twitter
still got Japanese fans out of it.
Yeah, like boxing Twitter was hilarious after Fulton got stopped by Inoue. Like and if you heard us mention it before, like the build up like on it, like it really exposed the platforms that kind of cover boxing on here, like how very like narrow their views are on boxing, because there were some terrible views, like horrible views on that fight prior to that happened. And
a lot of boxing Twitter and boxing YouTube, a lot of boxing got humbled that morning. Like they had to deal with it the whole day.
Yeah, there was, and some were just like they didn't even like, they act like they didn't say like, no, I didn't say that. Like,
yeah, some disappeared, never to be seen again.
Facts.
But some showed face, and we get them their props. You know what I mean? Because I remember we was telling niggas like, yo, when he get his ass whooped, you better be back here in this fucking chat next week, nigga.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, we had some people that because they were listening to our preview on that shit, and they didn't like what we were talking about.
Yo, that preview was fucking classic because we was doing shit where like I don't think we've ever done this before, but for some reason, like in a way, bring out the creativity, because we was like, all right, we just gonna go down to each category, punch for punch, everything. I'll name something and y'all say who does it better. We was like right hand in a way, left hook in a way, jab in a way, this in a way, footwork in a way, defense in a way. It was like, nigga, what you want us to do? Like we don't even do that shit for no. And like it would be more interesting if we did that for more fights. But we did it for that fight and we didn't have to, because motherfuckers really just like backed us into a wall where we're just like, all right, you know what, fuck this. Yo, Pat, like, hold my bag real quick. Like, body one of these niggas.
Yeah, they did not like any of that shit that we were talking.
I'm saying, like, god damn, but this fight's different. Like, this fight is a little different. Like, motherfuckers love Fulton. I'll give you that. Like Fulton gets his respect. I know people be like he gets treated bad from the knockout. No, people were fans of Fulton. Like he beat good names, quality names. He's been in action fights. Now the shit he tweets sometimes and the self-doubt and the other thing he's got going on. Yeah, okay, maybe they not a fan of that, but other than that, people fuck with him.
Yeah,
a lot of people didn't. A lot of people really thought that he won the first Figueroa fight clearly, and there was nothing clear about that fucking fight for him.
Yeah, no,
that tells me that people fuck with him. They love him.
Yeah, and with Figueroa, like I had a heart because you can't moonwalk as many times as he was doing in that fight and have me thinking that you won. Like Figueroa, and I get it, he was tough too because he would moonwalk and he'd fight off the ropes like a fucking demon. But Figueroa was hurting him too many fucking times. Like it was just like I just could not see, especially this. I think the scores are like 116, 112. Like I just did not see that.
And remember, this ain't like Boacek and Ortiz where Boacek got a couple knockdowns.
Yeah.
Fulton ain't have none of that.
None.
The only way you could have, like, Fulton needed a knockdown to win that fight, like, to me, like, or two. Like, I thought he lost clearly. So The way motherfuckers are just like, no, he won. And I know y'all, we won y'all, black fighter versus a Mexican fighter moment. I get it, but that ain't happening this time. Sorry.
Yeah, no, and then he had ever since that lost to Monster, he had one fight against Carlos Castro, and honestly, he got a gift in that one because he got knocked down and he didn't look good.
Yeah, he was hurt and everything. Nigga looked horrible, but it was a close fight, like competitive, but maybe too competitive for him.
It was too competitive because I didn't think Castro was a decent fighter, but I needed to see some separation. But Castro
gives people tough fights because he gave Figueroa himself a tough fight before the knockout.
Yeah, he sure did.
But like you said, before the knockout.
And I also thought I thought he beat Luis Neri too.
Was that?
Yeah, he was putting hands on Neri.
You was trying to say something, Ezra? What's good?
Oh no, just the funny thing is that, like I said, you guys said that maybe they just wanted a moment over a Mexican fighter. I am a Mexican and I scored it for Fulton, so I don't know what to make of it. I scored it for Fulton the first one.
Damn.
I thought it was I thought he landed the cleaner offense. Now I do think that kind of is a benefit.
So let me ask you this. Fuck all that.
Go ahead.
Who won the ring generalship battle in that fight?
That's fine. Okay, I'm with you on that. I only score on who lands the more clean punches.
No, wait. How are we supposed to score fights?
Because here we go, right? Like, say if I decide to get in the ring and I know my strategy is I'm going to work going backwards. Now, the other guy says, well, the only way I'm going to win is I'm going to work going forward. No, I can't do that. I got to score for whoever lands on a clean shot. I don't care how you land it. You can land it going backwards, land it going forward, land it going sideways. As long as you're landing the clean.
All right, see, and this is what I be fucking talking about. Y'all niggas with these goddamn platforms that y'all don't even know how to score fucking fights. Like, did you hear yourself, nigga?
Well, I'm telling you, it's because I only score who lands clean offense because that's going to be number one over everything. So you could tell me ring generalship, but that to me, ring generalship
is like right there, neck and neck with goddamn clean punching.
So here's my question: if you're scoring Maidana versus Floyd, who's the ring generalship in that fight?
That's kind of equal in a way, like.
Well, how
Floyd's boxing is almost as equal. No, the reason why I say that because Maidana kind of controls ring generalship the first half. Then Floyd kind of controls ring generalship the second half with boxing. That's
in the first fight. Maidana.
In the first fight, yeah.
If you're going to say the ring generalship supported, Maidana puts Floyd against the ropes most of the fight, so he controls ring generalship in most of the fight. Now, I don't score that way because, like I said, Floyd is very good going backwards. You said that yourself. Why would I eliminate his game in favor of one over the other? To me, Floyd landed the cleaner offense.
No, because this is the thing. When you don't score, this is the thing. When y'all don't score ring generalship, you taking away the impact that the punches have.
I mean, I don't.
Because this is the thing. Like a punch could be. Because look, if we're just talking about punches landing, and we're not even thinking about what happens after the punch. Then you know what? Bivol should have beat Benavidez. Because even though he would fucking box brilliantly, he still fucking Benavidez. So Benavidez basically, when he would punch so hard and land on Bivol and he wouldn't do nothing for 30 seconds, you would say Bivol won that.
Okay, but what I'm saying is if a guy lands 10 clean shots and a guy lands one big
when
shot,
the fuck was Fulton landing at that clip though?
No, I'm not. I'm just giving you a comparison just on the theory of the shots, right? Now, let's say none of them get hurt, but the one guy has a rep of Paulie Malignaggi, the guy that lands the 10 shots, and the other guy has the rep of Benavidez with the one shot. Am I going to give Benavidez more credit for landing the one shot because I know he hits harder than this guy? Do you get what I'm saying? So I can't judge it off, well, this shot.
Okay, but boxing's visual, bro.
No,
if that one shot that Benavidez lands on Paulie sends him back 14 fucking feet.
If it does, then we can score it that way. If it does, you can score it that way, right? But
that's how Benavidez get Bivol.
Even the Benavidez fight, I mean, Bivol's landing a lot of good shots too. I mean, he rocks Benavidez too in that fight. But all I'm saying is, I know
but who retreats though? See, look, when you don't score ring generalship, then it's like when you have moments where the nigga beating somebody's ass and somebody's trying to get away and be like, oh shit, hold on. You're basically saying, wait, hold on.
No, because
he's not really losing. I'm just waiting for him to land clean again.
No, because it doesn't matter because it's always going to come down to who lands a more cleaner shot. So if you hurt someone and they're going backwards, then most likely they're on survival. You're going
When
to
the
be
fuck
landing
was
more often.
Fulton hurting Figueroa while he was going backwards?
No, but
That's what I'm talking about. Like,
I don't think he hurt him.
you're
I think he just
explaining
landed
shit
cleaner
that didn't
shots.
happen to see how you saw the fight.
I think he just landed cleaner shots at Figueroa. That's all I think. I think he just landed cleaner offense at Figueroa. Now, I will say this. It was a close fight. I'm okay with, if you're going either way, I'm okay with it. Now, I will say that the judges, it is easier to score Fulton offense than it is Figueroa offense. Because Figueroa smothers
Oh
offense.
my, you serious?
It is.
So you don't, so hold on, wait. All y'all niggas is fucking blind. Like, it gotta be. Ain't no fucking way. You see a nigga get hit. You see a nigga get hit so many times where he's moonwalking, fucking trying to get away from this dude several times throughout the fucking fight. And somehow y'all don't see that. Y'all just see when he lands a clean punch.
Well, I'm saying
this is what I'm talking about. Y'all niggas is what? Hold on, wait. Do we have to do some fucking Harold Letterman shit where we give down the scoring criteria?
Well, clean punching is overall all four, so really it's not incorporated.
It's not overall. It's
clean punching.
It's listed. It's listed at the top.
Next category. But here's the question. My question is: do you score defense then? Because defense is a category. Are you scoring defense?
Yes, but see, look. I'll be honest with you. Ring generalship encompasses everything.
No, it does not. No, it does not. Not even in the rules it doesn't. So not even the rules that you follow. It's actually on the bottom. It's actually on the bottom of the list. So if you're going by the categories, clean punching is number one, and then you go number two, number three, and number four.
So clean punching
cannot be number one.
This is why I know y'all niggas be watching, looking for the style preferences rather than what's happening in the fight, because it's different if Fulton was the guy backing up and he was out throwing Figueroa. Different dynamic. But when a guy is pressuring you and he's throwing more than you and he's fucking hurting you several times, that's completely different. And perfect example, like Thurman Porter, you can kind of say that's both of them being, Sean Porter being fucking super aggressive, boxing like a goddamn werewolf, Thurman moving around, trying to run him in the shots, give or take. A better example of somebody on the back foot out throwing and outlanding a pressure fighter, Antonio Tarver, Glenn Johnson 2. Fulton did nowhere near that type of shit.
Well, I think what you're saying is a clear, right? Like you're saying, like he wanted clear going backwards. Now, what I'm saying, it's a close fight.
Clear to the point where he out threw and outlanded. If you're going backwards and you're getting out thrown and outlanded and hurt more, how the fuck do you win that?
So like I said, okay, so when you say outlanded, right? When you say outlanded, are you going off of CompuBox? Is that what you're saying? Like a CompuBox?
No, I'm going off of what the fuck I see, nigga.
Okay, well, so that's fine. So right, so you're saying that he outlanded him. Now, to me, I think that Fulton was landing the cleaner work. Now, I think that Figueroa was working, but I also think that Fulton was blocking a lot of his work because Figueroa does work some others' shots. So yes, he does get close. He is the stronger guy, no doubt about it. So if they're in a FOBU fight, he's gonna push the smaller man backwards. Always, he's always gonna do that in that type of fight. But that was the fight it was, and Figueroa and Fulton was landing the cleaner offense in that type of fight. In my opinion,
I'll be honest. I've seen guys land much cleaner on Figueroa than Fulton did in that fight, bro.
But you've never seen. So you've seen guys land cleaner on him, but not consistently, and you've never seen anyone fight.
And that shit wasn't even consistent like that for Fulton. Like you've
never seen someone fight that close with Figueroa in that style. You've never seen that. Even Neary got broken on that thing, and at the end of that, it was all Figueroa towards the end. That's what I'm saying.
I just want to interject real quick. Julio Ceja actually.
Yeah, thank you. Yes.
That was a good fight. No, you're right. I remember Ceja.
Dude, so this is what I'm saying. Like, we've seen all these versions of Figueroa. Like, what Fulton did, Fulton hung tough, but he just lost a fight of the year, in my opinion. Like, it was a close, competitive fight, but he didn't win that shit. Like, that's just a robbery.
That was the same night as T.O. Cambosis.
Another fight of the year. Ring gang in the building.
But to me, though, if you're going to score it, strictly a ring generalship, you will eliminate styles. You will say then this style, you will always favor the forward foot. You would have to always favor the forward foot.
No. Ring generalship is basically whose style is winning the fight or imposing their style.
But you know what's easier to score? Oh, what who style's winning the fight? Whoever's landing the more clean punches. That's the easiest way to score who's winning style. So you would eliminate all the other things.
Only if you prefer that, because
but there's
there
no
was so many punches. There was so many fucking punches thrown and landed in that fight. For you to just see Fulton's sporadic clean land punches, it just made me feel like you're watching fights with a style preference filter.
No, I think the way I watch it eliminates the style preference filter, because I'm just gonna say who's gonna land
How
the
the
punch.
fuck have you not noticing ring generalship?
What happened? Go ahead.
I said, how the fuck have you not noticing ring generalship?
No, I'm noticing ring generalship, but I don't think you can score a fight on that, because that is on what the strategy is that you came in with. So that's what I'm saying. So like,
but it's about if your strategy is effective.
Like I said, if you're scoring ring generalship, then you would have to score Maidana over Floyd in the first one, then, because he is controlling where the fight is taking place in that fight. There's no doubt about it. But
all that bum rushing shit, then damn it, you could score De La Hoya over Floyd too.
If he's put in the spot where you want, yeah, because you're putting the guy against the ropes where you want him.
Ring generals, honestly, I ain't even gonna go there. Like,
but yeah, so I think though in this fight, like the way it's gonna play out, I think it's gonna end up in a similar fight. I think it is gonna end up in a similar fight, and I do think that Fulton's offense, like I said, is gonna be easier for judges to see. Whether you agree with that or not, I think it is easier to score. I think it is easier to score, especially if you got 3 different angles. And if you're looking on the back of Fulton, or the back of Figueroa, he works a lot, but it's not always 100% clean on what everybody's seeing. So, like I said, that's a flaw.
That's why when you see the opponent getting hurt and battered and moonwalking, you're like, oh shit, what Figueroa's doing is being effective. Like, this shit is like common fucking sense. Like, I
have no problem.
I don't see how a nigga can even like. This shit is funny to me. I have no problem
with that fight going either way. Like, if you score for Figueroa, I'm not going to argue with that or anything, because it was a great close fight. But all I'm saying is that Fulton landed good offense too in that fight. He landed very good offense.
If he didn't, it wouldn't be a fight of the year.
Exactly. So to me, I was enough for him to win the fight.
But fight of the years have losers too, though.
No,
clear losers.
No, of course they do. Now I'm saying though, I think it's going to play out similar, and I think it's going to be a similar result. I think that the offense that is cleaner to see, that's a little bit flashier, that's a little bit clearer, is going to win him on the scorecards. I think Fulton's going to pull away this one again. Now I know that the Castro fight, he didn't look great, but I did see glimpses of good stuff from him. Like, Castro's tough. Maybe he just got in a tougher fight than, I think that maybe even the mentality going in was like he's going to run through Castro, but it was in a tough fight. I still think he's going to have a good performance in this fight.
So you thought he beat Castro too, huh?
Yes, I did. I did think he beat Castro.
I thought he beat Castro too.
Yo, I thought he beat Castro as well. Fulton #1 fucking fan here, nigga.
I thought he beat Castro though.
I thought he beat Castro as well, but it was by the most inkling of
damn
the decision.
Yeah, y'all betting the house on this motherfucker too.
I thought Castro eked it out, but because it was just it kept with the knockdown no less too. So that's why it's just like.
That's what I'm saying. Like, God damn, that can't be making all this sense here. Like, shit. Like,
what the
fuck y'all watching? Like,
I mean, the only negative about Figueroa right now is that he's fighting once a year. I don't know if it's because of what PBC is going through right now, or it's no preference. But yeah, but Figueroa's. I mean, I remember Figueroa had a hard fight with Max Seo, who was actually putting hands on him. Too.
That was like one of Maceo's better performances. He was definitely putting hands on him. One of those, if he tried harder, like,
yeah.
I hate when that be the fucking case for some niggas just to win. Like,
I feel like Maceo was kind of holding on for dear life after a while. But no, it was a good fight.
Yeah, but this is the thing. Like, you say after a while, but it's like the whole Shaq free throw shit. Like, if he would have did what he's supposed to do in the first half, like, maybe we not biting our nails hoping Shaq hit a free throw in the fourth quarter. Remember Figueroa, dude, let's be honest. Like, and I'm saying this as a Figueroa fan, like, he hasn't been looking all that great.
No, he'd be looking mid, but then he just ended up getting his guy out of there lately.
Yeah, like that's all it is. Like,
yeah.
I mean, he lost his, like, he doesn't have that extra, like, that extra pep in his step, that extra, like, that You know what? He just used to just kind of go in like he don't have that no
Do
more.
you think it's because as at 126, you think maybe he outgrew the weight already, or what do you think? Because he's kind of.
I think it could be both. I think it's the tough fights, and he needs to move up.
Yeah,
and I think literally he goes hanging around for fucking Fulton fight.
Yeah, because I say with Figueroa, like we fought him from the beginning. Like, yeah, we always said like him and his brother always get into hard fights that they shouldn't be hard fights. But then they have the same thing. They both have work rate. They both have chins, and they both have power, like ridiculous power. So it's just like, and I remember even after the Seha fight, I was thinking to myself like, damn, this dude got his head beaten. Like he should have lost this shit. And then it's just
even the what's his name? It was Izzy nephew was putting hands on Figueroa too.
Yeah, until he stopped him late. Yeah,
like, and he was throwing like boom, like snapping dude head back.
You talking about Neri?
Nah, I think Vasquez or something.
Yeah. So it's just like
he was putting hands, like he was boxing with Figueroa, but Figueroa just he overwhelms you, man. But I don't know if he has that. It takes him longer to overwhelm you now. I guess what I'm saying.
Yeah, but with this rematch though, I honestly think Figueroa will get Fulton up out of there. Like I just don't see it with. I just don't see it. Because Fulton is making me like doubt what he's doing. Like and I was like, yo, this and he's looking kind of shaky. I think Figueroa will probably get him up out of here maybe by like maybe 7 or 8. Like that's what I'm actually thinking.
Yeah, I can see that. I'm thinking maybe the 5th round.
Yeah, this might be. I remember when I was young, I had this scooter. It's always broken. It reminds me of what's gonna happen to Fulton because we're gonna see a broken scooter.
I don't think we're gonna see a stoppage. I think it's gonna go the distance with some shaky moments from both guys. Because honestly, I think the weight cut has really started to take its toll on Figgy, and I think he really needs to move up. So I think he's gonna have moments where he's sharp and then fades. I think he fades down the stretch. I think it's going to be the tale of two halves. I think Figgy's going to start out strong and set a very frenetic pace. And I don't know if Fulton's the same guy anymore. I think he'll have his moments, but I wouldn't be surprised if he gets clipped. But then I think Figgy's going to slow down and Fulton will start coming out strong. Oh, my God, this is a toss-up. You know what? I usually don't do this, but I'm
just go ahead and pick Fulton, motherfucker.
You say draw, huh? You're going to say a draw.
I'm going to call it a draw. I think we're gonna get a draw.
EBC draw? What?
Yeah.
What's the odds on a draw? What's the odds on a draw?
That's a good question. Hold up, because I could. This is the very much. I mean, I could see. I could definitely.
All these guys would have to look real shitty for this to be a draw. Like I hope you don't get a draw.
Here's the thing. I don't think they're gonna be that they're both gonna be really shitty. I think both guys are gonna have their moments, both good and bad, and I think it's gonna kind of cancel each other out at times. Like I said, I think the first half is going to be Figueroa, and then he's just going to fall off a cliff at the end because I think the cut has kind of affected him. He's going to have his moments where he doesn't look good, and Scooter will take advantage of it. So, like, I could very much see a draw. But if you ask me,
but the rehydration clause, is there one in this fight?
Not that I know of.
No, there's no rehydration clause.
Yeah, so Figgy gonna be like 145. Hey man, then stop fucking playing. This shit gonna be Castillo Corrales too, nigga. And that was a rematch.
But if you ask me, gun to my head, and I have to pick a winner, I think they'll give it to Figueroa this time. So I think he'll win a decision by like the skinniest of margins.
He know goddamn what they ain't gonna give the Figueroa knowing he has to knock dude out, bro. Did you see how he was begging at the end of the last fight?
A draw
this
is
nigga
plus
was like, oh, come on.
A draw is plus 1,500.
I mean, I can see a draw too, but I honestly think Fulton is not where his mind is not where it needs to be on boxing night, and Figueroa is like you can't slack on Figueroa like that. Like you have to be on point because if you don't, he will knock you out. So
remember Figueroa has a style where he's used to taking some punishment. Like Fulton, even though he's gritty and everything, if you start putting hands on this dude, you might like. I don't know. I think it's more like a Spence Fondora situation where this dude health meter is like orange yellow right now. And I think Figueroa's is yellowish greenish. Like it's a hint of green, but it's mostly yellow and starting to get orange. I just think he if we're talking about a battle of mid, one's fucking Middle Earth right now. Like one's more mid than the other, man. Figueroa 5th round knockout. What the fuck, Pilot?
Yeah, I'm gonna say a 6th round TKO for the Heartbreaker.
5, 6, 7.
So I guess no one's giving Fulton this fight. Or Ezra, did you say Fulton?
Yeah, no, I think he's gonna pull out a decision on it.
Oh, okay.
Oh, I'm about to say somebody better pick because I remember the first fight. None of you motherfuckers wanted to pick Figueroa. It's Fulton. Yeah. All right. Nah. Funny how shit changed now.
Rome, I see you joined us. Are you there?
Yes, sir. I'm right here. What's up?
Hey, so what's your prediction on the rematch between Brandon Figueroa and Stephen Coolboy Fulton?
I actually disagree with you niggas. I think Fulton is due for like a refurbish. You feel what I'm saying? He's due to make this shit happen. So I got Fulton. I got Fulton decision. Just like other niggas said. What's his name? What's good, dog? What's good?
Ezra.
What's good, Ezra? What's good, Ezra? Yeah, I'm with Ezra. I'm with the fucking Fulton decision.
Okay. So we got some Fulton. So Fulton decision right now is a plus 200. So there's some value in that. A Fulton KO, which would be mind blowing to me, would be plus 800.
They should have made that a plus 1,000 at that rate.
Facts. Figueroa KO is plus 290, and Figueroa decision is plus 130, and money line is Fulton is a plus 144 underdog. Figueroa is minus 186. So they're close. It's close.
Yeah, at the bell, it's not gonna say ding ding ding. It's gonna be like cha-ching, nigga. You making money on this fight, regardless. Regardless of what, whatever. Regardless of whatever way you pick, nigga, you making money on this fight.
Yo, facts too. And then let me see. I'm just taking a look at it. Obviously, if the fight goes to distance, it's minus 290. If it doesn't, it's plus 210. Then they got all the props out for this fight. I wonder why. Man,
I mean, it's one of the knowns. Like both guys are known. Like, I think that's what the thirstiness for American boxing.
What are the odds for one knockdown? What are the odds for a fighter will get knocked down?
Let me go look at that. Actually, that's a good question. One knock, the Matt special, the minus the over the plus the 0.05 knockdowns, and he's like goes do the over. So if there's just one knockdown, it hit the bet hits. Hold up, that is definitely the Matt special. Total, I don't see any hold up knockdowns. The 0.05 knockdowns. The over is plus 115. So if it's just one knockdown, you win. So
yeah, these niggas fell off so much. One knockdown, that nigga ain't getting up.
What if they noodle arm that shit? What's the under on that shit, nigga?
What if there's no knockdowns, the under is minus 180. So they're not expecting any knockdowns.
Yeah, they
see soon as someone get hurt, that's
don't you find that odd how it's to go to distance is minus 190, for no knockdowns is minus 180, but they got fucking plus money on both these niggas for a decision.
And then if you really want to get frisky, pause. The over 1.1.5. So if there's two knockdowns, it's plus 250 for more than one knockdown. Over 1.5. Plus
Vegas planning on a shitty fight.
If somebody goes down, that's it, nigga. The ref not gonna keep this shit going. He gonna be like, wrap it up.
Yeah, they're anticipating a shitty fight where both guys look mid, or one person just steamrolling the other guy.
It's like mid versus that good zone type shit. Like Reggie,
hold on. Well, what's the 5th round KO for Figueroa?
Reggie versus Regs.
There's a Reggie versus Reginald.
Figueroa to win in round 5, plus 4,700.
Oh wow.
So $10 would get you $470.
Mm. Yeah, they kind of know. They know what they're kind of cooking with.
Exactly.
They looking at a damn mid round stoppage for Figueroa. I mean, what round 8 is like what plus 600 or plus 650 or
No,
something.
round 8 is plus 2,700.
And
Oh
remember,
God, they know what they
remember,
fucking doing.
Vegas be trying to sway niggas to be like, oh, neither of these niggas gonna knock somebody out, and then somebody get knocked out in the second round. That's just how the shit end up going.
No, but
how they
see,
be
I can
doing
see
niggas.
that. Like, look, if Figueroa comes in there 140 and says, fuck it, I'm just gonna just leap at this nigga and land whatever, he could very well knock Fulton the fuck out in the second round or whatnot. I just don't think he's gonna damn get to him that fast. But he'll get to him.
Yeah. But yeah, no, I mean, I'd say, like I said, but I'd say if Fulton loses badly, then I think Fulton might need to take some time away from the sport, kind of figure out what he needs to do. You know what I'm saying? Because honestly, because Fulton was like a pound for pound 15, like before the Monster got him, and now after that, now he's not.
I had him in my top 10.
That's where he was like 11 or 12.
Yeah, I had him in my top 10.
No, he was.
I think because y'all was fucking with him more than damn Navarrete.
Yeah, I had him in my top 10. I think I had him like 7, 6 or 7 at one point.
He was definitely knocking on the door. He was at least 11 at the very least. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think no one had him past 12 or something like that.
He was doing decent with Inouye to the end.
Like it's doing decent.
He was standing in there with it. We knew he was gonna lose, but he lasted a minute.
This is coming from the guy who said this nigga's strategy was like, oh my God, I gotta fight the school bully. Like, I mean, I guess Fulton did good for every second where he wasn't getting hit. Yeah, like, but the seconds that he did get hit, yeah, it was awful.
It was over. Yeah.
Old Boulevard, what it do? Salute. Morrell was getting lit up by a hot rod. Yeah, he was. Mm-hmm.
We'll talk about that.
Oh, we're gonna talk about that shortly. Yeah.
But round 1 said he got Fulton. Oh, I mean, it's cool. I could respect that. I mean,
like
this ain't a cakewalk for Figueroa, like, because he ain't been looking great either. But that's why they fight the fights.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, obviously it's at 126 instead of 122 like the first fight, but I mean, we'll see how it goes. Like, I mean, either way, I mean, we should expect some fireworks. Like, hands should be thrown because Figueroa doesn't box, and that's sometimes to his detriment. And Fulton, although he boxes, he knows like he'll have to keep Figueroa off him because Figueroa is a volume puncher. So it's like
he just got to learn to turn Figueroa pause.
Mm-hmm.
But he got to learn how to turn, dude, because this whole box with you and then go straight back into the ropes are like, bro, like, if you don't run in front of the snowball avalanche, nigga. You try to veer off to the side, like.
Mm-hmm.
So that's it's simple to me looking at it, but
right. But yeah, I'm anticipating this fight. I just hope that actually lives up to this. I mean, honestly, it would be disappointing if both guys are kind of sluggish. Well, Figueroa is sluggish from making weight, and Fulton is just on some, I'm just happy to be here type of shit. I don't want to get knocked out.
I mean, a lot of bad blood. I mean, we're hoping. We hope for the best as boxing fans.
A Philly guy versus a Mexican. If this fight is underwhelming. Man, y'all got some fucking splaining to do.
Yeah, that means they're not fighting enough.
Yeah, because even if they both look mid, I still need to get a goddamn Pedraza Comey level of fight at least.
Yeah,
shout outs to them, but I'm just bringing them up for how we was talking about. Yeah, they fight was entertaining, and they should be gone after that, but. If y'all niggas trying to stick around, y'all damn sure need to have a better fight than them two.
Facts.
Because we owe them an apology if that's the case.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, please fucking hold it down. Shit.
Mm. But yeah, I think everyone gave their predictions. So now I think it's time for the main event. with David Benavidez and David Morrell, man. So Ezra, man, what are your thoughts? What are we thinking?
Man, I'm going Benavidez on this one, man. Like, I look at Morrell's performance. The last one, it wasn't the best performance. I think that it just showed there's still some things that an experienced guy could take away from him. I know that his advantage in this fight, or what he'll do best in this fight, is with at some distance. But I think Benavidez is pretty smart at distance too. I think Benavidez is kind of an underrated defensive fighter. Like I think he has some good defense. He doesn't give stuff away easy. So I think that when they're at distance, it's Morrell's still gonna have to earn that. And when they get on the inside, I know Morrell can't keep up there. And I think Benavidez will eventually get on the inside.
Yeah, and honestly, and first thing that's what I was telling the guys earlier too, because I know Morrell. I mean, obviously it's a good fight, and it's a good barometer to see where Morrell is at his point of development. But I just honestly, Benavidez, I think, is just way too much experience in his own physical gifts. Like Morrell can punch and he has the size too, but I just think there's a little bit more. Benavidez' game is a little bit more well-rounded than Morrell's, because I wasn't, because that Hot Rod fight, because I expected him to kind of clear Hot Rod with very little difficulty, and I saw Hot Rod frustrating him to the point where dude was fouling and shit like that, and he was getting like he seemed like he was struggling to kind of figure out the puzzle. And I'm like, Hot Rod was annihilated by Beterbiev. Like, come on, like what are we doing? Like I was expecting a little bit more.
Yeah, Hot Rod's the type of guy that's just kind of seen everything because he's been in boxing. You know what I mean? So he just kind of seen all the styles. So he knew how to keep himself safe in certain situations. He knew how to take away, like, okay, this is what you do best. I'm going to take that away. Let me make you earn it with your second part of your game. And I didn't see that from Morrell in that fight. I did not see that from Morrell.
Yeah, he couldn't make an adjustment, and he got frustrated.
Yeah, not one. And on the inside, he could not get that. He could not find the punches. On the inside, his offense is too wide. He really just shows that, like I said, he's explosive. He's used to being more talented than his opponent. When he's more talented than his opponent, he's going to look great. But when guys are a little bit smarter, they're a little bit craftier, and they can eliminate that part, make you get to the other stuff, he just looked a little limited to me. Like I said, he's going to have a chance at Benavidez because Benavidez is going to get a high guard. He's going to look to kind of put pressure, but if he's going to start off at a distance, so he's going to have to make that count. He's going to have to land something there that really changes Benavidez' game. But if he doesn't, Benavidez is going to get inside of him, and it's going to fall apart.
Yeah, and I agree with everything you just said too. Now, are we thinking decision, or are we thinking about a stoppage?
No, I think he's going to stop him. I think he's going to stop him around 8 or 9. He's going to get to him and break him down.
Funny things too is like I think Morrell can. I think Morrell can hold on, and I've been thinking it might be a late stoppage too. But Benavidez, in terms of his stoppages, with the plant fight, that should have been a stoppage. But if the referee didn't kind of like, I think Bayless didn't kind of like jump in at the wrong time when he was about to end the shit.
But that nigga let Plant get away with a lot of holding too.
He sure the fuck did. No points taken, none of that shit.
I ain't gonna lie, them BBC refs sometimes.
Yeah, I don't know if I see Morrell going down because I don't know. I just like his shell. The way I like his guard. I don't see him going down like that.
Yeah, I'm not saying he has. Morrell has an upside to him though. But like I said, he fights like someone that's had like 11 fights. It's just how we were talking about with Andy Cruz. He needs just a little bit more. And Hot Rod was like his step up fight, and he didn't kind of clear him the way that I thought he could have. So it's just
the Hot Rod fight was telling, man, because basic footwork, like he was looking like super, like I know like how people was compared to like how Trinidad was looking against De La Hoya, and Hopkins, but nigga, that's De La Hoya, nigga, that's Hopkins.
Right.
You can't look like Trinidad did against fucking Hot Rod. Like you just can't, man, and it just, I feel like the only way Morrell wins is because I don't think he has another dimension to him. Is if he just uses his athleticism, explosiveness to just try to overwhelm Benavidez. But Benavidez is one of those guys who covers up well, and he is kind of defensively sound even for a guy who doesn't have great footwork.
Right. He's got a high IQ. I feel like his IQ low key is.
Yeah, I don't see how y'all don't see this as a war to the end type of shit. Like I feel like
that's what I'm kind of getting at. Like
There's gonna be two
Morrell
niggas
could make it
standing.
like that.
Yeah, it's gonna be two niggas standing in their shell, throwing, creating distance. But I feel like it's not gonna go as fast paced as we think it's gonna go. I feel like these niggas gonna fill each other out. Pause for most of the fight.
Well, I mean, Morrell is not.
Benavidez gonna get to it at some point.
Yeah,
No, that's what I'm saying. Because Morrell also has, I don't know if it's the same style, but the countering is just like how Benavidez counters in a way.
But Benavidez counter, you're not worried about one shot. It's gonna be 2-3 more after that shit.
Yeah, yeah.
And that's the thing. Like I feel like this could be a war. If it's a war, that increases Morrell chances. But it just goes up from damn 60-40 to damn maybe 45-55.
Yeah.
But Benavidez covers well, and I don't see nobody selling out with overhand rights against Benavidez.
Yeah, I think it depends on where. If it's a war, where's it fought? Because if it's a war on the inside, Benavidez is going to win that. But if it's a war where he's on the outside and they're exchanging, then I like Morrell's chances a lot more to go up.
But I think Morrell will be better on the mid range if it's a war. Or outside, like you said, too. Outside to mid range.
Yeah. He just doesn't want to be on the inside. He doesn't want to be because he doesn't have the movement to get the tight spots on the inside. Benavidez is going to beat him at that. Like that's another thing. Like the southpaw stance, at some point it's not going to really matter with Benavidez because Benavidez gets squared. So at that point, it's not even like he's battling legs with you. If he's just pulling pressure on you and he's squared, it doesn't matter what stance you have for him. So that's what I'm saying. Morrell's going to have to make some work, and I would like to if he touched the body. Not a lot of people test the body of Benavidez, but he's got the high guard. He stands straight up, touches body at a distance, make him not want to come in.
And that's going to set up the fucking overhand right. Like, all this shit sounds basic as fuck to be like, just like Andre Durrell had the right game plan for Benavidez somewhat. Same thing with Andre. But the thing is with Benavidez, if you're gonna have movement in boxing be your primary strategy, you're gonna have next level fitness and endurance to pull that off.
And that's an unknown.
And yeah, no one from this era has that. Like, I don't know, niggas just train different or some shit, but we haven't seen anybody with that type of gas tank that just do that type of shit.
I mean, and I think with Benavidez too, I mean, keep in mind, this dude as a teenager was sparring with Kelly Pavlik and Triple G. So, dude, I'm pretty sure he knows, like, you can go to his body if you dare, because I'm pretty sure, because, you know, that dude spent probably his formative years making sure that they didn't break his ribs. Those two didn't break his ribs.
That's why Benavidez has a boxing IQ that's
he was a
good.
fat kid too. Remember, he was a real fat kid too. You know.
Well, he was a fat kid, but you know, Triple G and Pavlik are monster punchers. Like,
yeah, for sure.
Yeah, they get into that damn. They get into the real muscles when they punch, bro. Like, come on.
Yeah, like I mean, it doesn't matter if you don't want neither of those two punching away at you. So I'm pretty sure he learned the hard way.
Hey, you ever punched a fat motherfucker in the stomach? Trust me, that hurts them too.
Yeah,
especially if you punching, you know, with the main two knuckles, you turning your fist over.
It depends how big the nigga is. If the nigga's standing like fucking Warren Sapp or Ruben Studdard, nigga, I don't know if that shit gonna affect like that.
Well, you hit him in the liver then.
I mean, you got several good body places. You gotta hit hard, but
yeah, liver, kidney.
I mean, but then again, we're not talking about like y'all making it seem like we're talking about throwing body shots to the goddamn Mojo or Blob from X-Men. Like y'all, like y'all niggas think we fucking punching and we punching in the goddamn the Terminator 2000 and our hand is getting stuck and shit. Like, no, you throwing a fucking corkscrew driver fucking right hand into their gut, nigga, or into their sternum, or into their damn floating rib. that man, you punch hard enough, that fat'll cave in. Fuck that.
Facts.
I make the fat cells attack the other fat cells, nigga. Like, hit the motherfucker so hard, like. But yeah, man. So I get what Pat's saying though. Like, if you've been around those type of people since 15 years old, you picked up a thing or two. That's honest. The guys who be fighting all those high level dudes, if they don't pick up the sparring level mentality, they know their way around the ring. That's also one of the fucking reasons Beltran went 12 with fucking Crawford.
Mm-hmm.
If he wasn't sparring niggas like Pacquiao and all the motherfuckers at damn what's his name? Wild Card, ain't no way.
Right.
So he got those little nuances and shit that fucking Morrell don't have. You think Benavidez would have looked as bad as Morrell against goddamn Hot Rod, nigga?
Hell no.
Different styles.
Like, fuck out of here. This should still be a good fight, though.
But remember, like people thought Benavidez didn't look the best against Gobzek, but obviously compared to the Hot Rod performance, it was night and day. I guess it seems like.
Okay, Vosdick is damn a former unified champion.
Former champ, yeah.
He's actually a naturally bigger guy.
I mean, Hot Rod.
Benavidez moved up in weight. I mean, damn.
Yeah. No, I mean they both moved up in weight. But what I'm saying is, we didn't look at the.
No, I'm talking about Benavidez moved up in weight for that fight.
Oh, for that
So
fight.
So did Morrell.
Yeah, they both moved up.
Oh, okay, my bad. Okay, we'll give them that, but goddamn, bro, like, look at the talent levels.
Yeah, no, that's true. No, I'm just saying, on both sides of the coin, Hot Rod was off kind of like a little hot streak, so to speak. But I know what you mean. Gobzek is and
Morrell, it looks worse on Morrell because Morrell's supposed to be the explosive, athletic guy. Benavidez, not really. We don't really know him as explosive or athletic. Like, maybe explosive with the combinations, but that's it.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
When you say explosive, you're thinking Shane Mosley type. You're not thinking of goddamn Benavidez.
Was this fight? I think it was on time because I felt like maybe it needed a little bit more marination. AK, maybe I noticed.
Nah, it's on time, bro.
Yeah, no, it's fine.
It's perfect timing because look, it's perfect timing for this era. This is the era where undisputed champs can be pussy.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what makes fights like this happen. If this is in another era, this fight would be too early.
It's just funny because it's gonna be like for a unification for a regular and a regular and a fucking vacant.
The era we in, bro.
Mm-hmm.
This is a world championship HBO night of boxing right here normally.
Facts.
And this happens in maybe 18 months from now. But because you got niggas ducking motherfucking work, this fight becomes a fucking pay-per-view super fight now.
Right.
So it's early, but it's on time. If that answers your question.
Yeah, and it's pretty much now. It's like sink or swim. Like if Morrell like beats up Benavidez or wins convincingly, hey, you got a new star in boxing. Yeah. So it's like
he's him.
Yeah, and if Benavidez beats him down, well, you wanted this fight and you saw what happened. Like, so that's what.
It's basically just a damn another message as to why like Canelo should keep fucking ducking him. So
yeah, facts.
It's like it'd be one of those. I don't blame him. Like,
oh man, but no, this should be an interesting fight though. And I mean, I'm not sure now in terms of the build up to. I mean, I don't know if either they're hamming it up or they really don't like each other. I mean, but then this motherfucker Morrell threw his fucking belt at Benavidez like it was a thing to do. Like, it was like.
That's better than handing it to him and having him take fucking pictures.
Facts.
Like some of these niggas be doing that lame ass shit. Like that's like, come on, like that's like getting your paycheck. You'd be like, hold on, one day you could get paid like this, nigga. Here, hold on to this money and let's take pics like that.
No. Let me throw my GameStop girl at you, like pow.
Yeah,
like,
yeah, nigga, like that's disrespectful as fuck. But dude, what do? Do you go and pick it up off the floor and be like, yeah, that's mine? Like,
actually, I would have taken that shit. I was like, okay, that's your belt. Now it's my belt. Now Debo that shit.
Me, honestly, I would have picked up the belt and just fucking football kick that shit.
Yeah, you probably.
I think that'd have been super disrespectful. Huh?
You'll probably break your toes. I mean, that shit. Them belts are heavy. Like,
but I ain't gonna damn haul off and Van Damme kick the thing, nigga. Like, a big animated Busta Rhymes ass kick, nigga. Like, this nigga Pat think I'm a Rod Van Damme to kick. Man, he's gonna get Jose Benavidez to hold it up like the damn fold-up chair. Like, hey, yo, bro, get him. Fuck that. We just go take the belt and be like, man, fuck this shit. Like how niggas kick a flat basketball over the gate.
Right.
Like, man, hey, you hooping with the man? Really? Nah, man, we ain't hooping with this shit. Like, get this shit the fuck out of here. But yeah, this is a good fight. Y'all done hype me up for this shit. For war.
So for predictions, what do we got for predictions? So I was leaning as I was leaning towards the decision, but I can also see a late stoppage too for Benavidez.
No, I got a late stoppage. I have a late stoppage.
Yeah, late stoppage.
Yeah.
You know which round?
I got 8 or 9. He's gonna stop him.
Okay.
I'll say Benavidez.
I'll say Benavidez stops Morrell in like 11.
See, if I feel like a year or two ago, I thought Morrell would ice him, and people are thinking Morrell could win this fight. So I mean, I know that
he could. I mean,
the odds makers have it about even. I mean, honestly,
it's about
he got the tools.
Yeah, he got the tool belt. He got to put the right tools to use, though.
It's going to be a good fight. So here's my thing on this. I think like with Morrell, like because Benavidez, we all know Benavidez likes to come forward and like sometimes he'll walk and try to put you on the ropes and start winging punches. So you have to be comfortable with like fighting on the back foot and countering, which I think Morrell is comfortable at a point. But like if he's not going to be able to have separation, he's going to have an issue. But the thing is, Morrell does. I didn't realize this until recently. Morrell does have a 4-inch reach advantage, which does help him. That is an advantage if he can keep it on the outside. The problem with Morrell is that Morrell has kind of been prone to like he lets himself get into firefights, and against a guy like Benavidez, that's the worst thing you can do. I don't think he's savvy enough or skilled enough to outpoint him if they're going in exchanges in a firefight right there. He's gonna have to use footwork and create distance, and his footwork isn't the best either. It's a little better than Benavidez's, but it's not that good. So
I'm surprised because he's Cuban.
Like for me personally, I would personally have Morrell fight like kind of early, like kind of how Caleb Plant did when you bank rounds on the outside and work the body, and Morrell has way more power than Plant
and stamina.
Yeah, well, here's the thing: we don't. I don't know. I don't know how much stamina. We still don't know how much stamina Morrell really has, because he hasn't gone late a lot. But also, I mean, then again, Benavidez. The only thing about Benavidez kind of ran out of steam in the last half of the fight, like in the final couple of rounds in that Bostic fight.
And that's good for him.
I don't know if that's gonna be a reoccurring thing or if that was just a one-time thing. But I wouldn't pick the stoppage if he was gassing out like that at the end of the fight. So he was hurt.
I think it's just from throwing punches that didn't have no overall or no lasting effect on a bigger guy.
But it's just a little weird just because, 168, it seemed like he could go 15 rounds, but but at 175, the first fight, we could see he looked a little gassed. It just kind of makes sense.
I think he just wasn't used to just bombing on a big motherfucker like that.
That could be it too. That could be.
I do think he will eventually break down Morrell, and I think he'll win on points, but I think he'll clip Morrell and hurt him. So probably get a knockdown, maybe even. So, but I think it goes a distance, and I think Benavidez wins like on some 8-4 type shit. It's gonna be a real good fight though, and there are gonna be some really good moments.
I think if you're Morrell's team, you really, like I said, you got to tell him, hey, get aggressive early. Don't lose your distance. But if he's gonna be standing there in front of you, he's gonna start off slow. Like Caleb Plant, like you said, Caleb Plant if he landed his best shots, it was early. Get in there and land something early. You're the most dangerous guy he's fought. You can do more offensively things than anyone really he's fought to this point. Like work around that guard, punish his body, and see if you can make something, change his game. Push him back. See if you can push him back.
Right. Don't let the nigga just tee off on you. Don't run to the corner and just let him just fucking kill you.
Yeah, and don't let him settle in.
Pressure you all day.
Yeah, don't let him settle in. Don't let him get comfortable with his game. Make the 2 rounds hell for him. You know what I mean? Make him like, all right, well then when's he gonna get started? You know what I mean? Type of thing.
At least that's what Andre tried to do.
Yeah. I got Morrell. No, I got Benavidez, but I got him Morrell creating distance throughout the fight, keeping himself alive. So
you said this. So you say Benavidez this by distance.
Benavidez. Yeah, Benavidez. But it's gonna go to distance. It's not gonna be a knockout. Like
you got it clear. Or you got controversy.
Damn, pilot.
No, it's gonna be clear because you're gonna be able to see that he's avoiding them type of shit. You feel what I'm saying?
Damn, so he gonna make a nigga who's undefeated and Cuban get scary?
No, I feel like it's just gonna. If you change the way a fighter fights, that means they gotta cater to the way you fighting. It just makes the fight look different. You feel what I'm saying? Just in the eyes of a viewer. If the nigga has to change up his whole game plan just to try to stay alive, it's like, yeah, you lost, nigga.
I will say though, if Benavidez does gas in the later rounds, Morrell should really try to push him back and negate his offense because Benavidez doesn't really work on the back foot. There's going to be opportunities for him, but I just don't know if he's savvy enough to take advantage of it at this point. The lack of experience does really hurt.
But you're talking about a strategy if he gets to that point, man. See, this one thing a lot of niggas forget about boxing, like pressure fighters and elite pressure fighters, those who could break, who actually make the ring smaller for you and wear you down.
Ring IQ ain't finna do it all. Like, you can be the smartest nigga in the ring.
Yeah.
Start pressuring you, you're gonna be like, wait, this is not in my calculations.
Exactly, because what happens is these niggas will be looking perfect. They'll be looking beautiful for like the first 3 rounds, but a lot of times they're not really piling up no real damage on Benavidez. They'll just look like, okay, they're boxing a good fight, about solid game plan. Yeah, okay, he clearly won this round, but Benavidez is still in there, still pressuring. It's almost like hurt, but taking less punishment.
But I don't think. But some of the guys that he's fought before, I don't think they could put damage on him, even if they wanted to, like that.
I think that's also a strategic thing too. Like, first of all, Plant don't really be fucking selling out with his punches. He just started punching hard with Brett. Like,
yeah, I just don't think like Plant or Andre had the firepower to even get to that point. Whereas at least Morrell has that. Now it's just a matter of being able to use it.
But that's the thing. Like, all I'm saying is, if you have that, at least use it early. Like, Andre used it early to his best of ability. Plant, he didn't really use it early like that. And a lot of times, if you get overworked or overtired or exhausted from just boxing clean and just barely winning, when that nigga get tired and now you're more tired, it's going to be hard for you to capitalize on that. You barely hanging on because it just took you everything to get to the 9th round, 10th round, where it's like fucking maybe 5 rounds to 3 or 4 rounds to 5 type shit. Like, the fight's still kind of up in the air, but now you're tired and he's tired, but he still got late round knockout power. You got it too, but you're even more tired. Like, so that's the thing. Like, you may as well, if you have that, use it early. Because you might change the way the whole fight is if you could rattle up Benavidez or push him back.
Right.
Like, think about fucking with what's his name? The nigga that looked like fucking Freddy Krueger. The big motherfucker. God. Chris Arreola versus goddamn the fucking Mario the Andy Ruiz. You see how Arreola bop, 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 early.
Mhm.
Changed the whole fucking fight, dropped them and everything. Andy Ruiz had to fucking switch game plans and do some other shit. He had to start baiting, leading, countering, pressuring. He had to start doing other shit. And by then, you know, Areola gas, he's tired, but now Areola has to adjust. Like, you got to make Benavidez do some shit like that. Like,
Right.
most of these niggas, they'll just look good and get tired, and then Benavidez just beat their ass.
Facts.
It's heard with less punishment. That's all it is. And Hurd was doing it against better fighters, but yeah. Because, I mean, who Benavidez beat that's better than damn Laura and fucking Trout Harris? Like, come on.
That little trio right there. But yeah, no.
That's a fucking trio, bro.
It is. Like, no, there's no question.
And I ain't even shitting on Benavidez. I'll fuck with Benavidez, but damn, like, but yeah, that's all it is, man. But yeah, 10th round knockout for Benavidez.
Yeah, 11th, 10th, 11th round. As I said, 8, I think.
I got 8.
Rome said
about right.
Rome said decision.
I think it's a Morrell decision.
A Morrell decision.
No. I said
Benavidez.
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
Benavidez.
Okay. All
Yeah,
right.
he said Morrell will go the distance, but they'll be like a damn good fighting shit.
Yeah.
But yeah, that should be This should be like I said, all 4 fights on this card should be something like. I mean, only the opener is allowed to be quick, but I mean, I want the other ones to kind of play out. Like, okay, it needs to kind of develop as a fight, and then, bam, like then we get to where it needs to be. Like,
oh yo, Paul, Twitter poll topic real quick, yo.
Oh yeah, the.
Because it's about this fight, so I'm just made it on.
Where?
Oh yeah, no, the Twitter poll I posted. Which one was it? Oh yeah, what percentage you're giving David Morrell to pull off the upset? 30% or lower, 40%, 50%, or I favor him to win. And we got 19 votes so far, and 37% said 40%, 32% said they favor him to win. 30% or lower was 21%, and 11% said 50%. So, yeah, a lot of people either think that like he's like has a real chance, but like slightly favor Benavidez, and some people fucking favor Morrell to win. There's a lot of people that do favor Morrell to win. I have seen that, so it doesn't.
I mean, that's just great matchmaking, bro. Those numbers just illustrate great matchmaking. Because I mean. If you got that many think it's 50-50, that many think it's just 40, that many think, just outright picking Morrell to win, bro. This fight has to be a fight of the year, minimum.
Yeah.
What is the Vegas odds right now for this fight?
Oh, yeah. Okay, let me bring those up real quick.
Okay, son, what it do, man? Salute, ring gang.
So, at the money line, we got Benavidez is minus 196 favorite. Morrell's plus 150 underdog. Points, Benavidez points decision is plus 120. Benavidez KO is plus 320. Draws 15 is plus 1500. Morrell points decision is plus 260. Morrell KO is plus 550.
There's a lot of avenues to make money in that one.
There is.
Yeah, the Benavidez KO seemed like it'd be a nice parlay, addition.
Yeah, there's definitely some. Yeah, they got a whole bunch of they have the specials out and everything for this fight, like literally everything. Like, let's see, 3 knockdowns in the fight plus 800. Both fighters to be knocked out anytime between 4 and 9 plus 3100. Let's see, what's another one.
But this feels more like a TKO fight than a damn knockdown.
I mean, 4 knockdowns.
Like Figueroa. That's more TKO or he ain't getting the type shit.
Let's see. If 4 knockdowns is plus 5,000.
God.
5 knockdowns is plus 18,000.
These niggas don't even punch like that to be having all them knockdowns.
Yo, real quick, a question. So how does Vegas do it? Let's say a fight going on, you picked over on the knockdowns, and the ref just stops him before he falls. Like, no, it's done. Does that count as a knockdown or no?
Nope. They got to be knocked down. There's got to be a count.
That's crazy. So a count got to start. It can't just be a nigga just getting blazed. He going straight to the ground and the ref wave it off. He got to start a count.
Yep. No, there has to be a count.
But then that's more like a TKO type shit.
Damn. That's a easy.
That's the type of stoppage I see these niggas having.
That's a fuck way to lose money. I ain't gonna lie.
Well, that's why it's called gambling.
And that's why you gotta know the punchers you're betting on. See, because the thing is, too, like these guys they're not like these niggas like they're not these clear shot type of punchers where you're gonna get a guy knocked across the ring. Mm-hmm. Like Benavidez could do that if he lights you up with a combination, but it's for like a clear hard punch knock you out and you go across the ring or you fall down. I don't think these niggas punch like that. It's more beat your ass and you stumble to the ropes type shit.
Facts.
Whereas like in a way he's punching you, knocking you to the ropes. Like Crawford uppercut, knock you to the ropes. Like you fall. Like these other niggas hit you to fall. Mm-hmm. Canelo, he hit you to fall. Like they're not the sharp type of. Well, Morrell is a better explosive puncher, but Benavidez is not the type of guy that's gonna damn hit you with something that's gonna just be like, oh shit, like, and knock you off your feet type shit. So I don't know. Benavidez by KO is the safest if we're talking about Benavidez KOs.
Right. I mean, obviously, if you're feeling more adventurous, yeah, just you can look at the specials and whatnot, you know,
the rounds. But yeah, all this multiple knockdown shit, I wouldn't do it for this fight. Like a fight like Neri in a way is a better fight for multiple knockdowns.
Right.
Because you got two guys who could punch motherfuckers and they literally knock people down and knock them across the ring type shit with either hands. That's when you use those type of bets. Fucking don't we have a fight coming up like that where it's like two niggas who just punch crazy?
You got Ryle versus Antoine Russell, so two guys that hit pretty damn hard.
That's another one that could be okay, good one. Thank you. Perfect. That's another one where you could if they got a multiple knockdowns, yeah. Because yeah, they punch where you could motherfuckers be getting dropped. So yeah. But yeah, thank you. Perfect example.
But yeah, no hope. Like I said, I mean, this pay per view is what? I think is it 80? It's $79.99, right? You know, yeah, $79.99. You know, and I was hoping to see if it was in the movie theaters, but it doesn't look like it's at the movie theaters.
Yeah, well, I wouldn't be watching it if it was in movie theaters anyway, because I'm gonna be watching two things at the same damn time. I'm gonna have the pay per view, and I'm gonna have the Royal Rumble on my TV.
Rumble starts at 3 hours earlier than it. It might not.
Yeah.
It might not intertwine too much.
Yeah, no, it probably won't. But still, I'm gonna have to do at one point. I'm gonna have to do some double dipping. Pause.
Yo, Paul.
How the hell you share this with boxing? Like,
yo, King P, can you bet on Royal Rumble?
No, you can't.
You can't bet on
scripted ass.
Yeah, do you know how much money them niggas would lose if they put out predetermined shit?
You know,
nigga, get Kofi.
Niggas should be getting murdered, bro.
They try to make it so you could gamble on wrestling like a year ago. They were looking into it, but they could no one wanted.
Yeah, it didn't get very far for obvious reasons.
Because it's scripted. That's why. Because somebody could just change it easily. Like
the WWE could change it. Like
that's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
they can be
like, then the individual wrestler could also be like, man, fuck this. I don't want to lose. Like you'll be banned from wrestling forever. Nigga, I bet $1 million on this fucking fight. I don't care.
Yeah. Now, and imagine, hold up, and imagine the wrestler. They know they're going over, so they can bet on themselves.
Right.
Yeah.
They'll be like, They can start the year, get the WWE script, and be like, I think that Roman Reigns is gonna be the WWE champion at the end of
Yeah,
the year.
all
type
the
shit.
wrestlers, all the wrestlers know, so they can all just bet. They can all be betting, and they would know that's a no-win situation right there. So yeah, that shit did not get far.
Oh
Yeah.
man.
But yeah, it shouldn't intertwine too much. But I'm gonna be watching both, so I'm definitely excited for the Benavidez Morrell. It's gonna be fun.
Quick question, y'all. What time the cars start?
8 probably.
Okay.
Like seven,
Well, I
yeah,
mean,
Is
this
it like a free portion, or are they not doing that?
Well, they're
On-
doing prelims, but the main card starts at 8.
Oh well, damn. Okay, let me ask you this. Riddle me this, Batman. How come there ain't no popping free card? Like usually PBC has like at least one fight that we're like,
Well,
hold on, hey, this one should be good. Like
the only who's on the undercard isn't
Carmel
Carmel Moulton?
Moulton.
Yeah,
Carmel
Carmel
Moulton.
Moulton.
Yeah, but it's not televised. It's not.
No.
Oh, it's not
that don't count.
boo.
There's only 2 fights that's on the free view, but it's not his.
It's not television. It may as well be in Saudi Arabia then. If that's
Yeah, I'm
the case.
just seeing it right now. Yonli Hernandez versus Angel Ruiz and Mirko Cuello versus Christian Olivo. Those are the 2 fights that are not on the pay-per-view portion. So not much. So yeah. Not much.
Thank you. I appreciate
it. That Cuban yo-yo's a beast, but yeah, it's not really.
Okay, so that just okay. So we just reminded everybody to get there at 8. Oh shit, damn, but they kind of let us down with that one. But it's cool, y'all starting off heavy.
Yeah, I mean, it's just the free view. It's just to entice people to actually buy the pay-per-view or whatever, or wherever you're.
Now this time they said, "Hey, this pay-per-view so good, we ain't gotta entice shit, nigga. We don't need nobody twerking. We don't need no free sunglasses or movie tickets or none of that shit. Like, yo, it's Benavidez versus Morrell, 2 young undefeated fighters. Fuck it, let's go. They don't like each other either, nigga.
It's not like Zoo and Fundora where it was heat from beginning to end, even in the free views. So it's like, it's not.
But they had a little more name power in the free views, though.
Oh yeah, no, of course it did. Yeah,
but I think with this one, the main event is so heavy where it's like, nah, we're not even trying. Fuck that. Like we gonna throw you some free shit, but yeah, nigga, we don't need to this time. Like here.
But yeah, no, it should. Hopefully, it'll kick off. A good month of boxing and a good weekend of boxing as well. So because I know we're having one of those years where basically January was just like through first 3 weeks like there was like nothing. So it's just like hopefully it just kicks everything off where it needs to be.
This got like a 2019 type of start. Like with you got a good matchup early. But even though 2019 took a minute, but January still has some matchups. So yeah.
Crawford's loaded glove said nobody cared about Zoo versus Fundora, and David is going to stop Morrell. All right.
I mean, both could be true, but the result of Zoo Fundora was a fight of the year. So, and it was late replacement. Shit.
I didn't care about Zoo Fundora because of what happened to Fundora, but yeah, it turned out to be like a bloody slugfest.
Yeah, thanks, Keith. Thanks, Thurman.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you to all the niggas who turned down the Zoo fight before Thurman got it.
And shouts out Thurman because he's back in action, hopefully in March.
Yeah,
one time.
Yeah, we'll see if he actually makes it to that one. I'm not confident.
Damn, bro. Like, let's see if Anthony Joshua make it to his next fight, motherfucker.
He will. You act like
you know what? You're right. You know what? Damn, you're fucking right, nigga. Shit, you damn. But will he win his next fight, nigga? Ha!
Probably will too.
Yeah, who against who, nigga? Shit, what? Derek Chisora? Like, come on, man.
But Ezra, though, it was good having you on here. Having you talk boxing with us. Of course, you got into your little argument with Shutterworth. That's like a rite of passage because you said
it wouldn't be boxing talk unless we got an argument over something. That's
Yeah.
just like I don't believe we didn't talk boxing, so we didn't argue over something. But I appreciate you guys having me on. It was great. Like I told you, I'm secretly a part of Ring Gang Radio. I just can't tell Matt that. My co-host for Brunch Boxing. Like I said, we are on Saturdays at 8 a.m. East Pacific Standard Time, 11 Eastern. We are on Spotify, Apple, anywhere you can find a podcast. We talk boxing every week. We have interviews with fighters, all that good stuff. But hey, appreciate you guys having me on. This was great. I had a good time.
Definitely, and I've been a little busy, so I haven't been able to watch your show, listen to Brunch Boxing on Saturdays live. But I will definitely be making an appearance live for this fight. When y'all talk about it on Saturday, I will definitely be there. So expect me to show up.
Sounds good.
Yeah, so King P, he gets on everyone's Twitter Spaces and everything like that, though. But obviously, anyone that wants to rock with us can come rock with us or whatever. We like we said, we talk about this boxing and other ill shit too.
King Peter, like the Wu-Tang member that just always on all the features and shit. Like
he's Method Man, pretty much.
Yeah, and he be on this and that. Like he's like, well, I mean, if you want to rap with RZA and Inspector Deck, I mean, you need to come over here. But we'll give you Method Man. You know what I mean?
But this was a good show. This was a great show, actually.
Hell yeah, and you should be honored, Ezra, because you came on here your first time with a boxing show. You didn't take you a few years of doing hip hop shows. Like got out some marquees, oh man, but yeah, that's what's up. It was good chopping it up with you though.
Yeah, and then we'll be back. Depending on, it'll either be Wednesday or Thursday, depending on if we get this interview, LB will let us know. Else Thursday, we got Super Bowl preview show and where we talk football,
where we talk Mahomes' third Super Bowl victory in a row.
I mean, you're gonna hear a lot of shit. You're gonna hear a lot of shit talking and a lot of hatred. So where
the fuck is damn Deontay Jones, bro?
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. I gotta go back to the first preview episode where I was just dog shitting on the fucking Eagles. I'm like, yeah, them niggas first week. I'm like, yeah,
and now they're in the Super Bowl. Meanwhile,
they're in the fucking Super Bowl.
Meanwhile, your team didn't make the playoffs. My team didn't make the playoffs. We played like dog shit. And then Ezra and Pilot's team got eliminated by the Eagles. So
but hold on, the Bears the only NFC North team undefeated in 2025, nigga. And we got Ben Johnson as the coach. So we'll see. God. We'll see Thursday. I got something for y'all niggas Thursday.
Yeah. So yeah, tune in because our football team, our football talk is just it's hilarious because we be saying some shit on our football talk, especially now that one of our teams is actually still in it. So yeah, there's gonna be some shit talking, some hatred, and some everything in between, man. So but
at least y'all niggas know a football episode coming up because a lot of niggas was coming back and letting me know like they didn't appreciate I'm not being there and how that shit turned into a football episode. I'm just like, nigga, I thought these niggas supposed to talk boxing. I don't know what they.
Well, and we did talk boxing.
But I know there was gonna be some football talk, but the way niggas is telling me, like, goddamn, like,
nigga, it's the playoffs. Fuck all that shit. Them niggas. We in America, nigga. Them niggas better tighten up. It's football season.
Bro, you gotta remember, I'm thinking niggas like football too. I didn't know it was like that. Niggas actually disappointed. Like
whoever was crying in your DMs, nigga, cry in the comments. Let me see who the fuck it is. We talking foot. We got 2 more weeks of football, and we won't hear shit for fucking 6 months. So shut your ass up.
6 months. Oh man, but yeah, y'all heard them. So it's gonna be dying down soon. Hopefully with a eagle ripped apart. But
yeah, like I said, neophyte hatred. You hate to see it, or you hate to hear it, But like I said, though, we look forward to do the Super Bowl show, and also we got some more stuff. We got some more music shows next week. Hopefully next week will be a gauntlet. Because still 2 members here that still need to go through it, and yeah,
these niggas better have some good fucking categories, man. Don't be giving no bull. Don't give us no fucking bullshit.
Lil B diss track.
And I'm gonna play that goddamn Joe Budden song, nigga. The T-shirt.
I'll play the Kevin Durant, nigga. That shit. Oh, Kevin Durant. Hell no.
Yeah, you niggas is stupid though. But yeah, no, like I said, stay tuned. Ring Gang. We still got some shit. Brunch Boxing, of course, still got some shit. Like I said, we two of the best platforms doing it out here today, man. Just fuck with us, man. We got what you want and need. In terms for anything in the world, not even just boxing, just anything in general. What I'm saying? You gotta hear some good shit. But yeah, for myself, Pat Scorpion, New England representative. For LB Shuttleworth, the God of the Go artist. For King People Negapi. For Conscious Pilot. For Rome Top 5. And for Ezra of Brunch Boxing. This has been another wonderful episode of Real Talk. And as always, if shit's real, we talk about it. So until next time, peace.
Oh, Kevin Durant.